Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to our brand new video where we are going to develop a clothing app from the scratch by using Flutter and Firebase. Now let's get started. So before we move forward, if you have an amazing app idea but you don't have a time or skills to develop an app, don't worry, my team will develop the app for you. So you can search for my startup name, which is an app crafting. At app crafting, we transform ideas into powerful, beautiful mobile experience. Whether you are a startup or a business ready to scale, we design, build, and launch your app fast, professional, and ready for the world. You can just fill out the contact form and get a quote. Just fill out your name, your last name, and your email and your requirements as well. And after submitting this form, my team will reach you out to develop your app for both Play Store and App Store. Let me show you how our clothing app will look alike by the end of this series and what all things we are going to cover on this awesome series, right? So this is the clothing app that we are going to develop, and this is the app that you will have once you follow this complete clothing app series. So this is the onboarding page that we have created. You can see that this is just an engaging image that we have just used with a different fashion and all, where we have passed like make it fashionable with a new fashion style. Now we click to this is a second onboarding page which like shop the modern essentials with most modern fashion style. And then this is the third one which is like a new clothes, new passion with a fresh fashion taste. So you can see that this is 3 to 4 pages that we have just added just to engage the user. Now we click to this and you can see that we land to the signing page, and this is the sign up page. So you can see that we are going to use the email authentication by using a Firebase. Yes, we are going to use the Firebase as a backend, and I'm also going to teach you how you can use the email authentication in this app, right? So I'm going to simply sign up with one of my account and I'll simply land to the home page. Okay, I'll just enter the random email ID over here, then a password as well, and then we'll click to this arrow button and it's loading, and we'll just wait. And you can see that we have directly land to the home page of the app, right? Now once we land to the home page of the app, you can see that it simply trace the location of a user, and it's going to simply show the current location or the address from where the user is using the app. You have seen the food delivery app or the e-commerce app that simply track your location and they are going to show the current location in the app. The same thing we have done over here, and I'm also going to teach you that how you can simply use a geolocation and geocoding to just get a user's current location and to display over here. Now you will say that Shivam, are you from United States, because it shows the location United States over here. No, I'm not from United States, I'm from India. But as you can see that we are running this app on the emulator. So if you are running the app in the emulator, it's going to show the current location of an United States. But if you run this app on the real device, it's going to show you the current location, right? So this is the thing. Now here you can see this is the search bar, and this is a banner that we have just added, and this banner can be simply changed by an admin, and that banner will be simply displayed over here. You can see that there is a category that we have added, like the user can simply search for t-shirt, pant, dress, jacket. There you can see that there are some flash sale which is like a men's t-shirt like $30 or pass a random amount, men's shirt. Now for example, if the user want to order this men's t-shirt, they will click to this and you can see that they will land to the detail page where they can see men's t-shirt, the price, the product detail. These are all the things will be added from the admin panel. It's nothing like the data is fixed. As I have told you that there is also an admin panel on this app from where the admin can simply add as much products they want, and that will be directly shown to the user side of the app, right? Now here you can see that they can simply select a size like a small, medium, large, XL or double XL. So I'll just select an L size and we'll just select the quantity, like how much quantity of item that I need to order. You can see that it is 1 because minimum quantity should be 1. And when I click to this, you can see that quantity has simply been increased from 1 to 2, and the total price has been changed on real time to $60, right? You can see that I can simply click to this and total prices also keep on increasing. I can simply decrease the quantity as well, right? Now this is the thing. Now I'll click to this place order button and it simply says that add money to your wallet. Now this is the thing that we have done in our app, right? We have also added a wallet section in our app from where the user can simply add the money to their wallet, and once they add money to their wallet, they can pay directly through the wallet, right? Now we'll move to the wallet page, and in this wallet page I'm going to just add an amount so that we can pay or purchase for the product that we are looking for, right? Now here you can see that the wallet money is $0 because we have just signed up in the app, so it's like zero. Now here I've used the payment gateway, which is like an Resort Pay. Now, if you are watching this video from outside India, then you will see that Shivam, the Resort Pay is not available in my country. Don't need to worry, I've also used a Stripe on this app. So if you follow this complete series, then you will find that I've also used the Stripe, which is not available in India, but for the Indian audience or Indian viewers, we have used a Resort Pay. Right now I'm going to simply add this $100 in my wallet. So I'll click to this $100, we'll click to this, and you can see that simply launch a Resort Pay payment gateway, as you can see over here, and it shows a different payment method that we can use in Resort Pay, which is like by paying through the UPI, paying through the different cards like Visa, MasterCard, or RuPay, net banking, wallet, pay later. So these are lot many features that the Resort Pay has, and it is one of the best thing. Now I will click to this UPI and I will just pass some random UPI ID over here. We'll just write OK SBI and we'll click to this continue button, and I'll show you that how you can simply pay through the Resort Pay. It says that open your Google app and it's confirming payment. It's going to take a few seconds. Okay, so your payment has been successful. We will be redirected in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so here you can see that we have successfully redirected to our wallet page, and $100 has been simply added in our wallet in just a few seconds. And you can see that I've also added a transaction section over here, and it will show me that all the transactions that we have done, right? So you can see that I've added $100, so it's like written that credited, and we have credited $100 in like 6th November 2025. So it's going to show you the date where you are going to credit the amount, and once we debit the amount from our wallet, it also going to show the amount that has been debited. I'm going to show you that as well. Now here what I'm going to do is that you will see that Shivam, for example, if I don't want to add 100, 200 or 300, I want to add some random money, like random amount, right? For example, if I want to add a $50, you can also do that. You can just click to this add money button. This is the dialog box that will be appear. Now I will click to this pay button. Again, the Resort Pay will be an action, and it will simply tell me that pay through the UPI. Now I'm going to pass a random UPI ID, something like this. Now we click to this continue button, and again it's loading, and we'll just wait until it's confirmed. Okay, so confirming payment. Yeah, its payment has been successful, and you will be redirected 3, 2, 1, and we have just redirected over here, and you can see that we have just added a $150, and $50 we have again credited in this date, right? So now we have $150 in our wallet. Now let's move and purchase a specific product or the t-shirt that we are looking for. So I'm going to just order this product. We'll just pass the size L, and we'll just order a quantity up to 3. Now we click to this place order button, and you can see the order has been placed successfully. Now you can see that $90 must be deducted from our wallet. So let's first check to the wallet section, and you can see that $90 has been debited on this date, and now our wallet has been simply deducted from $150 to $60 because we have just paid a $90 from our wallet. You can see that how it is working brilliantly, and we can just deduct the money from our wallet. We can add a money from our wallet by using a payment gateway. So these are all the awesome things that we are going to cover on this series. Now we'll move to the order page, and in the order page you can see all the orders that the user have done. You can see that I've just ordered this t-shirt or a shirt, and then we have just passed the quantity up to 3, and the total price, which is like a $90. You can see that it's going to show all the orders in this order section. Now this is a random product that I have passed. If you want, you can pass some other product as well, right? Now here you can see that in this there is a search bar, and we have just used an advanced search bar. If you have followed my pharmacy app, then you know that I've already developed a pharmacy app from the scratch on this channel, and or in this course. You can follow that as well because I have covered a lot many things in that course as well. So first I'm going to just pass like men, and once I write a men, it's going to show me all the products that starts from word men, or the any product that you are not product, a letter that you are going to type on this text field, right? So it's going to simply show all the things, and this is the advanced search that we have just added. Right now I'll click to this close, and we'll directly land over here, and you can see that this is the profile page, and in the profile page the user can simply see their name, their email ID, they can log out, delete account buttons. I'm going to simply log out, and we'll just move back to the login page. Now this is the thing. Now it's that Shivam, we haven't shown the admin panel, so let me show you that how the admin panel will look alike, and how we are going to simply add a product from our admin panel, right? So Here you can see that this is an admin login page. Now this is the unique ID and the password that we have just given to the admin, so that the user admin can simply log in the app and can simply add in products, right? Because I don't want that the random user can simply get an access of this admin login page or an admin panel, right? So I'm going to just pass and Peter and the password 123456. So this is just not fixed. You can simply change this according to the admin need. So I'm going to click through this, and you can see that we have just landed to the add product page. Now from this add product page, I'm going to add all the necessary products, and that will be simply highlighted or displayed in the user side of the app, right? Now you will see that Shivam, we are using the Firebase, and here I can see the camera icon. So we are going to upload the image, right? So yes, we are going to upload the image, but if you are thinking that we are going to use the Firebase storage, then you're wrong. I know that Firebase storage is not free, so I'm going to use that way so that you can use a free backend like in Firebase. So now I'm going to upload an image, but without using the Firebase storage. So that's a trick. Now I will simply move to the Pixel website, and you can simply follow some other website as well to just get an image link. So I'm going to just get an image link. So I'm going to just copy the image link from here. We need to just paste it over here. So we are going to allow the paste, and you can see that once I simply paste that image link, I can simply see that image directly over here. So we don't need to upload the image manually. We can use that image link as well, and we just need to pass a product name. I'm going to just write a t-shirt. We just need to pass a product price like 20. We are going to select a category like t-shirt, and we need to pass a product detail. So I'll just write good t-shirt you can buy, right? So this is the thing you can buy. Yeah, so we'll click to this add button, and we'll just wait, and you can see that product has been uploaded successfully. So you can see that how the thing is really working, and we can just add as much product we want, and it will be directly displayed on the user side of the app. So these are all the things that we are going to cover in the awesome clothing app series. So this is going to be one of the interesting series, and as I've told you that the videos that will be just for the members of this channel. So if you are not a member of this channel, then I just suggest you that please be a member of this channel. You can simply click to that join button and can be member of this channel. That will be a small contribution from your side to this channel. And if you want to get a source code of this complete clothing app, you can find the link in the description box as well. And if you be a member, the source code is totally free for the members. I've already uploaded the complete source code in our Telegram group. You can, if you are a member, then you can go to the Telegram group and can get a complete source code for free. Yeah, now let's move to the code, and we are going to start the new lesson for our awesome Flutter course. So if you haven't followed the last lessons of a pharmacy app, I recommend you that please follow all the lessons of a pharmacy app, where we have developed the complete pharmacy app from the scratch. Right now, this is the clothing app that I'm going to develop it from the scratch for you all. And as I've told you that this is going to be one of the awesome series that I'm going to bring for the members of this channel. So if you are not a member of this channel, I recommend you that to please be a member of this channel, because we have already covered a pharmacy app that I've simply taught about all the things from the scratch, and I also shared some of the sources that I used to follow just to code and make an awesome apps in Flutter. Though I don't used to share in my normal videos, but this is an awesome course for the members of this channel. So I'm going to tell you about each and everything that I used to follow just to make an awesome apps. So still you are not a member of this channel, then you can be a member and can be part of this awesome Flutter family and can learn a Flutter and be a pro in Flutter. Right now we are going to create a clothing app. So before moving to the clothing app, let me clear like some of the points. You have already seen the demo app, like what really the app will look alike at the starting of this video. But the thing is that let me explain you that what all things really we are going to use. So we are going to use the Firebase as a backend. Now I will say that Shivam, we are going to use the Firebase. It is free. So the Firebase is not completely free, because if you are using a Firebase storage, then you need to use an upgraded version of a Firebase. Right now, if you want to use the Firebase, then we are not going to use a Firebase storage, because I am using a backend that will be completely free for you all, and you can simply use them easily. Right now, this was the fun point. Now second point about the state management. I know that you will have a lots of questions in your mind that what state management I'm going to use in this complete series or in this complete clothing app that we are going to develop from the scratch. Right, so the state management, as I've told you that we are not going to use any complex state management like state provider and all, because I know that someone who is watching this video might be a beginner on the Flutter. So I need to keep the thing simple so that each and everyone can understand the code while I'm writing over here. So we are going to use the state management, which is like inherited widget in class, right? Now this was the second point. Now third point about responsiveness. As you know that responsiveness plays a main role when you're developing an app, and we are going to think about responsive, or we are going to use all the widgets that will help us to develop the responsive app. So these are the points I need to clear it out. The source code is totally free for all the members of this channel, so you can simply found them in the Telegram group. The source code you can simply get it from there of this complete clothing app. You can simply get it from there and can download and can use it, right? It's totally free for the members of this channel. If you are not a member, you can simply click to the join button, or you can follow the link I have provided in the comment box. You can simply click to that and can be a member of this channel. Now let's move to the code. So here we'll move to the leaf folder, and in the leaf folder I'm going to create a new folder which is like in pages, and inside the pages folder first I'm going to create the home page for our clothing app. So I just need to add home. We just need to import the package by using material.dart, and it just pass a stateful widget. Now you will see that Shivam, why we have used a stateful widget and why we haven't used a stateless widget. So these are all the things we have covered in lesson 1 or lesson 2, I guess. So you can simply follow all the lessons, because each and every lesson are equally important for this awesome Flutter course, just to know about all the widgets and the functions that we usually use, right? So here I just pass the page name, which is like an home. Now once we do this, now here I just need to first pass a scaffold, right? So I just need to write a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a column children. Now once we do this, I need to just pass a text widget. In the text widget I just need to pass a location text, okay, something like this. We just need to write a text location, and we are going to show the current location of an user, right? So for that I just need to write a location text. We just need to pass the styling. In the styling I just need to pass a text style, which is like in color. In the color I just need to pass colors.black. Okay, so this is the color that we need to pass, colors.black. We can just pass a font weight. This is like font weight dot w500, and we can just pass like a font size which is like 20.0. okay, so you can't see the text right now because I need to switch to the home page so that I can show you basically what all code I'm writing. Okay, now I just need to write a debug show check mode banner to false just to remove this banner from here. I hope it's clear, right? Now once we do this, now here is this location text, but you can't see that clearly, so I just need to pass a margin as insert dot only. From the top we'll just pass like 50.0, from the left we'll just pass like 20.0. okay, so this is the location text you can see. But if you're thinking that you don't want to pass an exact black color, you can just change the black to a different shade, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing that you can manage, and this is the color palette that I've told you in the pharmacy app, that what really color palette is and how you can simply manage and pass the colors according to your wish, right? So we can just decrease the font size to 18 as well, just to show this. Now just below this I'm going to show the user's current location. So for that I just need to write a row. In the row I just need to write children. We need to write icon. It's like icons dot location on. Okay, location on, something like this. We just need to pass the color. In the color I'm going to use the custom color code. So for that I just need to write color. We just need to start, wait a second, write color 0xff, and we need to start with 0xff when you're writing a custom color code. We just need to write 6E5038. so this is the custom color code that we are going to use. So this is the thing you can see. Now you can see that all the things haven't been aligned to the left side. Now you know that how you can do that. You can just pass a cross axis alignment dot start, and by doing this all the things will be aligned to the left side. Now let's do one thing. Let's pass the space between the location. So I just need to pass a size box. In the size box I just need to pass the height like 5.0. I guess that will be enough. We can increase the size of this icon. Let's pass up to 30.0. okay, so this is what you can see. Now as I've told you that we are going to just display the location of that current user, so I just need to use a text widget. In the text widget I need to just pass the text like New York, USA. This is just a random text. When we'll connect with a geolocation, then I'll tell you that how we are going to grab all the locations and we need to just display over here, right? Now here once we do this, I just need to pass the styling, a text style. We can just pass text style. Color, we can just maintain the color, which is like colors.black. Black is also a default color, but let's pass a color over here. We just pass font size like 22.0, which will be enough, and we'll just pass a font weight, which is like font weight dot bold. Okay, now you can see this. We can decrease down the font size to 18, something like this. You can just see all things over here. We can decrease down this size as well to 25, and we'll increase to 20, right? Something like this. Okay, so this is the current location of an user simply displayed over here. I think so it's correct, right? Now you can see that once we write all these things, and if you want to pass a specific like font style to the respective text widget, then you need to just move to the Google font website. I have to explain you many times in my previous lessons, but I'll show you again that we just need to move to the Google font website, and here you can search for any type of specific font that you want to add in your text widget. But I am going to add a Roboto, so this is the like styling that I want to add, right? I just need to click on get font, and we need to just need a Roboto, so I just need to download the Roboto from here. Okay, so this is the file. Now we need to just unzip the file from here, and let's open this, and we'll move to the static, and you can see that there are a lot many font that the Roboto has. We need a something special one, so you just need to move, and we need to click on this. We will create a new folder name, it's like in fonts, and in this fonts folder we are going to paste all the font file that we want to use, right? We just need to use a Roboto semi bold TTF. Okay, so this is the thing, I think so that will be perfect to be used over here, right? So what we can use, like Roboto semi bold italic, no, medium italic, bold, black. Okay, here it is. We just need to copy this, we need to paste it over here. So this is the file you get over here, but still you can't use this because we haven't called them from a pub.ml file. So once we do this, I just need to call the from the pub.ml file. We just need to pass a font family, which is like a Roboto. I just need to write Roboto, and we need to just copy this respective font file from here. We need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. We have just called our fonts folder, and we need to just call our font file that we need to display, and we have just pass a font family name. Now we can directly use this font family name again in the text widget just to show the thing, right? So I'll just show you how we are going to use that. So we'll just move back to the home page, and in the home page I'm going to just write a font family over here, right? We just need to write font family. We'll just need to pass an exact family name, which is like a Roboto. Please make sure that when you're passing the family name, it should be exact. Any mismatch will simply create a problem. You can see that this is the font that we can pass. We can just pass some spacing. Okay, it's look good, right? Now you can see that, you will see that Shivam, we are adding a text widget, and we are using a style, text style, font weight, font family again and again. So it doesn't look that we are using any type of state management. Yes, we haven't used till now any type of state management, but now I'm going to show you that how we are going to use this awesome state management, which is like an inherited widget class. So I just need to move to the lib folder, and in the lib folder I'm going to create a new folder name, which is like an widgets, right? And in this widgets folder I'm going to create a new file name, which is like a support widget.dart. Okay, now here once we create this file, now you can see that for the text widget we just need to pass a lot many things like font family, font weight, font size, color again and again. So that doesn't look good, and you just need to write a lots of code again and again. Okay, now by using this awesome state management, we can just pass a styling to this respective text widget in just 2 words. Yes, you heard it right. We can do that by using a class, and we just need to pass a class name. This is like an app widget class. Okay, app widget class. We just need to pass a static. The data will be static. We just need to pass like future. Why I'm writing future? Okay, sorry for that. We just need to pass a text style. We just need to write text style. We just need to pass like a function name. We'll write headline text style, or we can just write bold text style. Okay, bold text style. We just keep the first letter small. Bold text style, something like this. Now we are going to just return this first, and in the return I'm going to just copy the respective styling that we need. So I'm going to just cut out the completely text style from here. Let's cut out this from here. We need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now we just need to call this our colors thing, and we need to also maintain the size. So I just need to write double size, and in the size I'm going to just pass the size something over here in the font size. I hope it's clear, right? Now once we do all these things, now we are ready to use this. So I just need to pass an app widget class, and then I need to write dot, and we need to use the function is like bold text style. So when you call our app widget class, you pass a dot, and it's going to show all the respective function that this app widget class has. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now we just need to pass like a bold text style, which is like we can just pass like up to 18.0. I guess that will be enough. just to display the text. I think so 20 will be enough. Okay, so you can see that we have just passed the styling to this respective text widget in just 2 words. So this is the use of this awesome state management. I hope it's clear, right? Now once we do all these things, now we are going to create a search text field so the user can search for any type of respective clothing he want, like a t-shirt or a shirt or any type of jacket and all, right? So these are the things that we can do. So here I'm going to just write a container. In the container I'm going to just pass a width. Now for the width I'll use a media query rather than a fixed width. You know the use of media query right now because you have followed my last lessons. So I just need to write media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, we just need to pass a child, a text field. Text field we just need to write decoration, box decoration. Let's pass the not a color, you can just pass border. In the border I just need to write border dot all. Okay, so I'm going to just provide complete border, something like this. Now here you can see that there is a line, so I don't need that line. I just need to write decoration, input decoration, border, input border dot none. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just pass the spacing from the top. We'll write size box. Height, let's pass 20.0. I guess that will be enough. And we can just pass the margin as insert dot only. From the right position, let's pass 20.0, not 200, sorry, 20.0. Okay, it's done, right? So this is the thing you can see. But now I'm going to just change the border color that we have passed to this respective text field. So I'm going to just pass the color. In the color, I just need to pass colors dot black. We can change a different shade of a black color. So let's pass something like this. I hope you can see this. Okay, if you want you can just pass the width as well, it's up to your choice. We can just pass width 1.5 and we can just pass the border radius. We'll just write border radius, not over here, we just need to write border radius dot circular will just pass up to 20. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. 20 will be too much, let's pass up to 10. Now here we have just shown this. Now let's pass the hint text as well. So I just need to write a hint text over here. In the hint text I just need to write search clothings, or you can just pass any type of text, it's up to your choice, like clothings. So this is the text you can see. We can just pass padding so that all the things won't be stuck to the left side, only from the left. Let's pass like 20.0. I guess that is clear, right? Now this is the thing that we have just passed over here. Now what I'm going to do is that here I'm going to just create a button just to search for the respective item that the user has searched on this text field. So for that I'm going to just use a row. Inside I'm going to just pass a row. Now when I'll wrap up with a row widget and will try to run this app, you will face a problem. The reason is very clear, because once you use a row widget and you just wrap up this with a text field, then I'm going to just do one thing. I just need to write a container. In the container I'm going to just pass like box decoration. Sorry, let's pass decoration first, box decoration. Now in the box decoration I just need to pass the color. So the color that I'm going to use will be this color. So let's copy this color. We just need to paste it something over here. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, we just need to paste this something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. We can just pass a child, and in the child I just need to write an icon. In the icon I just need to write icons dot search color. We can just pass color, which is like colors dot white, something like this. Okay, now you can see that as I've told you that you will face a error once you wrap up with a row widget. Now the reason is very clear, because we have just used a text field. Now the text field doesn't know that how much width, how much space I should use just to display this respective text field. Now as I told you, the text field, list view, grid view, these are the some type of widgets that you need to tell them like how much space you need to use, right? So I'm going to just tell that we'll first wrap up with the expanded widget, and we'll tell them that the use as much space it is available, right? So it will going to use only that much space that is available, right? So here it will just show the container first, and let's pass padding as in set.all, and we'll pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we can just do one thing. Let's pass margin as insert dot only. From the right position we'll just pass like 20.0. So that will be the spacing that we can pass, right? I just need to pass the border radius, which is like border radius dot circular will just pass, wait a second, border radius dot circular will just pass up to 20. Okay, so this is the thing. 20 will be too much, let's pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can increase the padding. Let's pass up to 12. I hope it's clear, just to show this icon and the text field. Now once we do this, now I'm going to just display the banner just below this. So for that I just need to write container we just need to pass a child, we just need to write image.asset. Okay, now we are going to use all the image that are on the images folder. Now if you haven't called that in the perspective file, make sure that you can simply call a folder name where you have saved all the images. My folder name is images, so I'm going to just use the images folder name where I've saved all the image. Now I can use all the image that we have saved in the images folder. I hope it's clear, right? Now we just need to pass the images folder name and the image file name. It's like banner.png. Okay, so this is the banner you can see that we can display over here. You can just pass a margin, so write margin as insert dot only. From the right position we'll just pass 20.0. okay, something like this. I hope it's clear. Now we can just pass size box, so that will be the space from the top. Let's pass 40.0. okay, so this is the banner that we can simply display over here. Now new collection and all, right? Now once we do all these things, now let's show the category. And in the category I'm going to show the different categories like a t-shirt, pant, dress, jackets. So these are the awesome category, not awesome category that we can use in our app. If you have any other category that you want to show in this clothing app, you can do that, right? So let's first pass a text widget just to display the category. So we need to write a text widget. In the text widget I just need to write a category. We can just pass the styling and app widget class dot bold text style. Let's pass 20.0. okay, or we can just pass like 24 as well. I guess it's correct. We can just use the size box height 10.0. okay, so that will be the spacing from the top just to display the category. Now here I'm going to display some of the icons in the category that I don't have. And you know that if you have followed the pharmacy app, that from where I used to get an icon which is like a flat icon website. So we'll move to the flat icon website, and in this flat icon website let's see all the icons that we can use. This is like t-shirt, and in the t-shirt let's see, we can I think so this icon I think so, it's look great. So let's copy this png, free download. So it's totally free to download this. Yeah, so you are going to just paste this first one over here. Now the second one, which is like we need a pant, so I need to just write a pant. In the pant we can use, I guess, this one, which will be much okay, I guess. So you can use this, we can just paste it something over here. So jeans, pant, we can use a dress. In the dress I can just use which dress, let's use this. Okay, I guess that's look good, so let's use this. Yeah, we'll just use png. Let's copy this, we'll paste it over here. So this was the third one. Now the fourth one which we need, which is like a jacket, right? Men's jacket is also very important. So I just need to go download this. Let's download this, free download. And then I need to just copy this, we'll paste it something over here. What's done, right? Now once we do all these things, now here I just need to pass a row widget. We can use a list view as well if you want to add some more categories, but let me add a row. Let's see if all the things fit on a row or not. If it won't, then we are going to use the list view, right? I just need to write a container, decoration, a box decoration, color. I'm going to use another custom color code. Let me find that color code. So the color that we can use, will write color, and in the color I just need to start with 0xFF. As I've told you, we are going to just write F7 F2 EC. okay, so this is the color. Now you can't say this because we haven't passed anything. We can just pass a child icon. Why I'm writing icon, we can just use image.asset, images folder name, and the image file name that we want to display. So we can just write t-shirt.png. We can just maintain the height. Let's pass up to 40. Now just pass the width up to 40. We can use a fit box, fit.cover. I guess that will be enough, right? Now here is this the thing. Now I just need to change the color as well. So I just need to pass the color. In the color I am going to use this color. So let's copy this color. We just need to paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the color, but we are facing some bug, maybe some brackets problem. Yeah, so this is the thing you can see. And just pass the spacing from the top. So use the size box, height 10.0. I guess that will be enough just to display. We can just pass padding as insert.all will pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the thing you can see. I hope you can see the color and all. Border radius dot circular. We just need a complete circular structure, so we'll just pass 60. If you are thinking that it's too less, so you can increase this manually as well. Okay, it's up to your choice how you want to display. I guess that's enough just to show something like this. 20 will be too much. Let's pass up to 15. Okay, let's look good. We can just show one thing. like just below this I'm going to just wrap up with a column widget. I'm going to just pass the category name because that's also very important. So I just need to write a text widget. In the text widget I just need to pass the text, which is like a t-shirt. Okay, and just pass the styling and app widget class dot headline text style. Wait a second. Okay, sorry, dot bold text style, not headline text style. We can just pass 18.0. Okay, so this is the text. You can see we can just pass size box. Height, let's pass like 10.0. I guess that will be enough. Okay, just to show the first category. Now we have shown our first category. Now let's copy this and we are going to show the second category, which is like not over here. Why I'm right? Yeah, my mistake. Yeah, let's copy this complete column widget. We need to paste it over here. Now this is the second category. Let's pass size box with 20.0. That will be enough. Now here I just need to pass like a shirt over here. Shirt dot png. Okay, it's like men's shirt. Men's shirt. I'm writing men's shirt. Not shirt. We just need to show pant over here. Okay, it's like banner, dress, jacket, jeans. It's jeans. Okay, so this is the thing. Make sure that when you're writing the file name, it should be exact. Otherwise, you will simply throw the error. I just need to write pant over here. We just need to copy this thing from here. We need to paste it over here. Now the thing we need to just pass, which is like a dress. I need to write dress, and this is the dress. We can just write dress. Okay, we need to paste it over here. The fourth one, which is like what I can pass like jacket. Okay, I just need to write jacket. Okay, we can just pass the category name to jacket. Okay, so this is a thing we can pass. Rather than passing a fixed width, I have some better idea just to make a responsive app. Let's remove this first from here. Okay, it's enough. Okay, yeah, this as well. We can just pass main thing, which is like main access element dot space between, something like this, or we can just pass space evenly as well. I think so that will look much better. Yeah, space evenly, space between was much better, right? Okay, it's look good, but we can do one thing. Let's pass the size box so that it won't get stuck to the right side. So like 20.0. Okay, 20. Or we can just pass 10. Yeah, so this is the thing that we can do. I think so we have shown all the category that we need to display. Now here I'm going to just pass the another text, which is like a flash sale. I just need to write flash sale, and we are going to show some top products for our clothing app. We can just use the styling and app widget class dot bold text style. Will just pass like 20.0. So we can just pass 22 as well. Class sale, we can use the size box. Height, we can just pass like 10.0. Okay, something like this. We can just pass 20. Flash sale, I guess that's enough. 30. Yeah, so this is the thing. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just write a row widget. Children, can just pass container. In the container I'm going to just pass like a child. We can use a stack widget because I'm now going to overlap two widgets one over the another, so that's why I'm using a stack widget. We just need to pass image.asset, images folder name, and we are going to show the first image like t-shirt dot men's t-shirt dot png. So this is just a file name. It's like jpg, not png. Okay, yeah, just display the height and width. Let's pass 120. We'll just pass the width. Sorry. Yeah, we can just pass a width 120. We can use a fid box width dot cover. Okay, so here you can see this. I think so we can increase the height and width. Let's pass 180 and 180. Okay, we can just pass the size box from the top. Let's copy this. We'll just paste it over here. We'll just change to 20. Okay, so this is the thing that we have displayed over here. So here I'm going to just pass a name of that t-shirt and basically what's the name and the price of that respective product that we have shown over here. I think so the height and width is enough. I guess that's enough. Yeah, so just to display something like this, I just need to pass like border radius. So I just need to pass like a clip react border radius dot circular. Will just pass up to 20, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. Now once we do this, now here I'm going to just write a container In the container, I just need to first pass the height and width to this container. Let's pass 200 and we'll just pass a width 190 and just pass like a child column children. We can just write another container. In the container, I'm going to just pass the decoration, a box decoration color. In the color, I just need to pass colors dot black, I guess that will be enough. You can just pass a child column children. Okay, use the text widget just to write the text like t-shirt. We can just pass the styling and app widget class. You can just pass app widget class dot headline bold text style. Let's pass 18.0. Okay, the thing you can see over here, but I just need to move at the bottom, so I'll write main access alignment dot end. Okay, so you can see that just right now, just decrease down the font size to this, and I think so we can just change the color to white because white will look much better over here. So I just need to pass a text style. You can just pass the color which is like colors dot white and use the font family which is like a roboto. Yeah, pass the font size. Let's pass like 20.0. I guess that will be enough. Here is the text. We can just increase this. Okay, you can just pass the width up to 190. Just pass the height like up to 40. You can just maintain a thing which is like this. Okay, cross axis element dot start, so that all the things will be aligned to the left side. Okay, we can just like write a padding and insert dot all. We can just pass up to 5. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done just to show the t-shirt text over here. This is the code that I've just written to show the flash sale, and you can see that we have shown a t-shirt like $200, which is too much, but I've shown the random amount and the men's t-shirt over here, right? So in the home page you can simply create this something like this. So this is how I've just created a container by using a stack widget, and we have just shown the image, and just above that image we are going to overlap one container where we have just shown what really this product name is like t-shirt and what the price is, right? So these are all the things that we have done. Now we'll move to the detail page. So when the user will tap to this, they can simply get to know like what really the product detail is, what the full name of this product, what's the price, and what's the size they can select, and according to their wish, right? So this is the things that we are going to do. So what I'm going to do is that now I'm going to create a detail page. So here you can see that in the pages folder I've created a detail page.dart. You can also do that. Now once you do this, now you can just create a detail page in a stateful widget and something like this. Now we have just displayed the image something like this. Okay, we have just passed the height by using media query. Now you know the use of media query. That media query is something that will help us to make a responsive app. Rather than passing a fixed height and width, I'll recommend that in container use a media query, right? So media query for the height, media query for the width, and the feed box feed.cover. I hope it's clear, right? Now we'll move to the detail page something like this. So we'll switch to the detail page something like this. Okay, so this is what we land to the detail page. Now once we land over here, what I'm going to do is that we are going to just write a text widget. In the text widget, I just need to pass the text which is like a men's t-shirt. Okay, men's t-shirt or shirt. Let's write shirt. Okay, we can just pass the styling shirt. Yeah, now the spelling is correct. We can just pass the styling app widget class. We'll use an app widget class dot bold text style. Let's pass 24.0. I guess that will be enough. Okay, so here it is. We can just pass the space between this text and the image. So we'll use the size box height 20.0. I guess that will be enough. We can use the cross axis alignment dot start, so that all the things will be aligned to the left side something like this. Yep. Now once we do this, now here let's pass padding as insert dot only from the left let's pass 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing that we have passed. I think so we can increase the font size to 26. I think so that's enough just to display something like this. Yeah, so once we have just pass a product name or clothing name, we can just pass like another text. So I just need to copy this padding widget, we need to paste it over here, and we need to just pass like product details. Okay, so I just need to write product details. Okay, let's write details something like this. Now this is the thing. Now we'll just need to pass the size box height 40.0, I guess that will be enough just to show the product details, or we can just use 30 as well. We'll decrease down the font size to 20, something like this. So this is the product details that I've written. Now I'm going to just show the lorem ipsum text, okay, to write a product details. But if you have any other thing, we can do that. When we'll add an admin panel on this app, as I've told you that there will be also an admin panel of this app. You have seen on the starting, right, what really this app has. So in this admin panel, we are going to allow the user to simply add a product and the product details, and we are going to display something over here. For the UI, I'm just adding the lorem ipsum text just for now, right? So this is how we can simply display the text over here in the product details, but I need to simply change the text style because I don't need this in bold style. So I just need to change this. Let's remove the style and let's see how it looks, right? So this is the thing, but we'll just change the color. So just need to pass style, a text style. We can just pass the color. It's like colors.black, and we are going to use not exact black color because that's also a default color, but we are going to use a different shade of a black color, right? So we can use something like this. I guess that's enough. Now we can just pass a font weight, which is like font weight, and we need to just pass font weight dot w500, something like this. Okay, so this is what that we can see over here. We can just pass some spacing. So I'll right size box height 5.0. I guess that will be enough. Okay, just to display the product details. Now we can just provide the padding from right position as well. Let's pass from 20.0. Okay, so this is the product details that we have passed. Now this is the product name, the product details. One thing we can do, we can just display the price over here. I think so that will look much great. So what I'm going to do is that we are going to just wrap up with a row widget. In the row widget, I'm going to just write a text widget again. Okay, so we just need to write a text widget. In the text widget, I just need to display the price. So I just need to write $200. We can just pass the styling. In the styling, I just need to pass text style, color. In the color, I'm going to use the color code. So the color code that I'm going to use will be moved to the home page. In the home page, let's copy this color from here. We need to just display it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do, right? Now here it is, but we can just pass the font weight on all because it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do, we can just pass font weight, which is like font weight dot bold. Okay, it's enough. We can just pass like a font size as well. Let's pass font size to 22.0. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. I need a maximum space between this text and the price that we have shown. So I just need to pass main axis alignment dot space between, and this is how we can do this. We can just pass from the right position as well, which is like right 20.0. We can increase this font size. Let's pass up to 26. So this is the price that we have displayed, a men's shirt, product detail. Now here I'm going to just allow the user to select a size because size is also important, just to enter the or click a respective product they are looking for, right? So what I'm going to do is that let's move over here. Let's copy this thing from here, which is like padding. We'll just need to paste. So let's copy this size box as well, and we just need to paste it over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's pass 20, and we can just change the text to select size. Okay, select size. So there will be the size that I want to simply display over here, which is like small, medium, L, XL, double XL. So these are the size that we can just show. So what I'm going to do is that we can use a list view, and in the list view I'm going to just display all the things that we needed, right? So I just need to pass a children first. In the children, I'm going to just write a container, right? Now in the container, I'm going to just write a decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color, I'm going to use the custom color code. So the color code that I'm going to use will be this color. So let's copy this, and we need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now once we do this, let's pass the width up to 40. We just need to pass a height up to 40. I guess 40 will be too much, but let's see how it looks, right? Now once we do this, I just need to pass a child text widget. In the text widget, I'm going to just show the first size, like medium M size. I just need to write style app widget dot white text style, not bold, white text style. Let's pass like 18.0. I guess that will be enough. Okay, you can't see this because as I've told you that when you are passing a list view, grid view, or a text field, you just need to wrap up with a sum of widgets just to show that, right? So I just need to tell a list view that how much space he should use. So I just need to wrap up with a container, and it just pass the height up to 40. Okay, now we'll hot restart the app, and let's see. Still we can't see that. Okay, what's the problem? We have just written a list view. We can just need to pass a scroll direction, which will be like axis dot horizontal. Okay, now you can see this. We can just center this with the help of center widget so that it will complete center. Okay, we can just pass the size box. So let's copy this, we'll paste it over here. We just need to pass the size box height. Okay, So this is the thing, we can just pass margin as insert dot only from the left 20.0. Okay, so this is the first size you can see. You can just pass the border radius dot circular will just pass up to 20. 20 will be too much, let's pass up to 5 and let's see. Okay, 5 is enough just to display this size. We can start with S, which is a small size, then a medium, large, etc. Like, so what I'm going to do is that we are going to show the another thing as well, but we are going to allow the user to simply select a respective size they are looking for, right? So I'm going to create a container which will be a normal containers, just not like this, because this will be indicated as a selected container that the user need, right? So I'm going to just pass a container. In the container I just need to first pass the height and width. So let's copy this width and height and we just need to paste it over here. We just need to write decoration, a box decoration, color, not a color, we can just pass border. In the border, we can just write border at all. Okay, we can just do like this and we can just change the color. So let's colors dot black, we can just pass up to like different shade of a black color. We don't need exactly this black color, so let's pass this, or this is also enough, something like this. Now once we do this, now here what I'm going to do is that we can just pass a child text. Wait a second, we can just pass a child over here. Yeah, over here we can just pass our text widget. In the text widget we can just pass the M size, which is like a medium size, right? We can just pass the styling app widget class dot old text style, will write 18.0. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just center this. Okay, so let's center this first. We'll just center this. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. Now here I just need to first pass the border radius. Okay, not over here, we can just pass over here border radius dot circular. I think so 5 will be much enough just to display this, right? Now this is the thing that we have done. We can just pass the size box with, I guess 10.0, that will be much enough. Okay, or we can just pass 20 as well. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done, which is like small size, M size. Then I need to just move with another, which is like paste it over here, which is like L size, large size. Okay, L. Then we need to just pass XL. Okay, XL. Okay, we can just write XL. Double XL is also important. Double XL. Wait a second. Double XL. Yeah. So these are the respective sizes that we have passed. I guess width is enough just to display these things, right? I guess this much size is enough. Triple XL, we don't need triple XL. Yeah. So we'll just move, and we just need to move with a boolean character. And in the boolean character, for example, if any of the selected size that the user select from here, I just need to highlight that, right? So that we can indicate that which size that the user have selected. So for that, we just need to write a boolean character, and we just need to pass a small size to true, because that will be the default size, right? Then I need to just pass like a medium size should be false. Then we can just pass like large size, large size should be like false, something like this. And we can just pass like XL size should be also be false, and double XL size should be also be false. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. Now you can see that this is all the code that we used to write again and again. Just to simplify the thing, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just copy this complete container from here, and we are going to cut it from here. We just need to move over here, and we need to create one function. Now this function will help us to use this awesome state management, as I've told you. Like, we don't need to write a lots of code, because if now I'm going to show that complete condition, then it will look like that we are writing a lots of code. Now to keep the thing simple, I'll just write static widget, right? Now here I just need to write non-selected one, right? This is like non-selected. So this is just a function name. If you have any better function name, you can do that. I just need to pass like this. We just need to paste it over here. So let's pass return over here. In the return, we can just pass this respective widget, right? Now once we do this, now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pass a string, and in the string I just need to pass the size. So in the size, it's like a medium size or etc size. So this is the size I can just write over here. So this is the function that we have written. Now I'm going to just write a static again. So this is for the non-selected one. Now we are going to show the selected one. So just need to write widget, something like this. Now once we do this, now let's move back to the detail page, and we are going to show the selected one. So let's copy this, and we just need to paste it something over here. And we just need to write a function name first. Why I pasted? So just need to write selected one. Or let's write selected one. Yeah, you can just again pass a string, which will be the size something like this. We can return this, and return in will just return a container. Okay, now once we do this, I can just pass the size, something like this. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Now once we do this, now let's move back to the detail page. In the detail page, what I'm going to do, we are going to handle this execution in just a single line. So this is the awesome state management, as I've told you, that will make your work really easy, right? Now here I'm going to do one thing, like if the small is true, then we are going to do one thing. We are going to show that app widget class dot and we'll just call a selected one, because if it is true, then we need to show the selected one, and we need to just pass the size, which is like in small size, right? And if it is not, we just need to write an app widget class dot, and we need to just pass a non-selected one, and we just pass the size. Okay, so this makes works really easy. You can see that you can just pass the thing in just a single word. We don't need to write a lot many things, but the thing is that we just need to wrap up with a gesture detector so that we can execute all the things, right? So let's do one thing. Let's wrap up with a gesture detector. Okay, wrap up with widget. We can just pass gesture detector, and in the on tap method, so when I'll press to the small one, I just need to make it true, right? So I just need to write a small should be true, okay, and the other should be false, which is like in what? A medium should be false, okay. Small, medium, large. Yeah, large should be false, XL should be false, and double XL should be also false. Double XL should also be false. Okay, we can use a set state just to refresh this page. Okay, so this is the execution that we need to do. So I need to just copy this, and we'll paste it something over here. We just change the small to medium. We just need to, okay, sorry for that. We can just pass medium. We can just pass M over here. We can just change this to false, and we just need to do for true. Okay, it's very simple, and we can just pass M. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let's copy this again. Okay, we just need to paste it over here. We'll remove this complete container because we don't need this. We'll just change the medium to large. We'll write L over here. We'll just change to true, and then we need to do it false. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we can just pass to L. Okay, so this is the execution that we need to do. Let's paste it again back here. We can just pass the medium to XL. Okay, XL is true, then we can just display XL. We can just change this to, it's false, okay, I guess. We can just change this to true, and this to false, like this. Okay, so I guess correct. And just change this to XL as well. Let's copy this, we'll paste it over here. We just need to pass double XL. Okay, you can just change to double XL. You can just change it to true, and the other ones to false. It's okay, we can just change this to false as well. Okay, so we can just do this, and we can just paste this double XL. Okay, it's done, right? We can just pass the size box so that there will be much enough gap. Let's copy this, and we need to paste it something over here. Yeah, it's done. Now we'll click to this. It shows the medium, L, XL, double XL. You can see that when I select to any of the respective option, it will be simply highlighted in a brown color, just to indicate that the width size user have selected, right? It's working brilliantly. Now once we do this thing, now we are going to allow the user to enter the quantity as well, because quantity is also important when they are ordering something like product, right? So what I'm going to do here, let's first allow the user to enter the quantity. So for the quantity, what I'm going to do is that let's copy this first text. Which text? Let's copy this first. We just need to paste it over here. This is after this container, something like this. We can just write select quantity. I guess that's enough. Select quantity. Now we just need to show the container over here, and in the container, let's pass like decoration, a box decoration. We can just pass the border, right? We can just pass border, but before that, let's pass a width. Let's pass up to 100, and we can just pass border, which is like border dot all. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just pass color, which is like colors dot black. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we can just pass the height. Let's pass up to 50, something like this. Let's pass margin as insert dot only. From the left, let's pass like 20.0. Okay, we can just pass the size box. So let's copy this. We need to paste it over here. Okay, let's pass up to 10. 10 is enough. You can just change the color, which need a different shade of a black color, something like this. We can increase the border radius, not a border radius, we can just provide some more width to this border that we have passed. Let's pass 1.5. I guess that's enough. We can just pass a width up to 130, and we can just pass the border radius. Okay, so these are all the things that we need to do. We just need to write border radius dot circular will just pass up to 30. Okay, it's done. Right, now once we do all these things, now let's show the two sign. This is like a plus and to increase the quantity, minus to decrease the quantity, right? So what I'm going to do is that first write a child. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's write a child row children. In the children I'm going to just write a container. In the container I need to write decoration, a box decoration. Okay, we can just paste the color and all. So let's copy and paste the color first. So I'm going to use this color, which is this color. So let's copy this. We'll just need to paste it here. Okay, something like this. We can just write a child, which will be like, oh, sorry for that. Yeah, we can just write a child icons dot add color is equals to colors dot white, sorry, colors dot white, something like this. This is the thing that we need to do. We can just increase the height, which will be the container height. Let's pass up to 50. I guess that will be enough. You can just pass the width, which will be like up to 30, which will be too less. Let's pass up to 40. Okay, it's enough. We can just pass the border radius. Let's write border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to like what we can just pass up to 30. Yeah, 30 is enough. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just pass the width up to 60, something like this. Yeah, so this is how we have just displayed this. Let's pass 50. Yeah, this is how we can show the plus icon. 50 is too much, let's pass 40. 40 is too less, let's pass 50. Yeah, 50 is enough. Yeah, so that's the final one. Yeah, so this is the thing that we can do. Now we can just pass a text widget. So let's copy this text widget from here. Let's paste it over here just to display the quantity, and we'll pass a default quantity, which will be 1, because minimum order that the user need to place will be 1, right? So that's a common sense. Now we can just paste it over here, which is write a copy container from here. We just need to paste it over here. Let's call the size box. We need to paste it over here. Okay, I can increase the width, or we'll just remove this. Okay, we have to pass a fixed width. That's a problem, right? We can just pass like up to 200. Okay, 200 is enough, I guess. We can just change to 180 as well. And here I just need to pass main axis element dot space between. Space evenly I can so that will be, or space between will be. Yeah, we can just remove this size box from here. Yeah, so it's, you can see that now it's on the complete center. We can just change the text to remove. Okay, that's done, right? I guess 160 is enough. Yeah, so just to display the quantity and all. So this is what the thing that we have done. Now to maintain the quantity, we can just pass int quantity, not quitting, quantity to 1, and we just need a total price as well. Okay, so we'll do that later, no worries about that. When we are going to get a data from the server, then we are going to show the quantity. Okay, so these are all the things that we have done. Now we are going to display the total price and all, right? That's also very important. Now to display the total price, what I'm going to do is that I'm thinking that we can just show the container. In the container I just need to add a decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I just need to pass colors dot blue. Okay, we are not going to use the exact blue color, but we are going to use the different shade of the blue color, right? We can just pass the width. Let's pass the width. We'll use a media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, something like this. Now once we do this, let's pass a child row children. In the children I'm going to just pass a text widget. So in the text widget, let's copy this respective text widget. Let's copy this text widget. So this is the text widget that we need to copy. We need to paste it over here, something like this. So this is the thing. I guess the color is okay. Let's decrease it down. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's enough. We can just pass this. We can use the size box. Height, let's pass like 20.0, something like this. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have done. but we are going to also use a single child scroll view so that we can see all the things that we are coding. Otherwise it will simply throw the error, right? So just need to wrap up with a widget which is like a single child scroll view. Okay, something like this. Okay, now it's a select quantity, not select quantity. We need to show the total price, so I just need to write total price, something like this. Okay, that's done. We can just pass the styling. We can use our text style. We can just pass the color like colors dot black, not a blue accent. We can just pass black. Okay, we can use a different shade of a black color, something like this, and we can just pass a font weight and all, right? So just need to write font weight, which is like font weight dot bold, and we can just pass like this. I guess that's enough. Or we need to increase the font size as well. We haven't passed that font size. Let's pass font size to 20.0. Okay, 20 will be enough, or we can just pass 18 as well. I guess that's enough. We can just paste, or we can increase this to this. Okay, something like this. So it's done. Now I just need to pass with a column widget. Now we just need to pass the total price that the user need to pay. So I just need to pass like $100 for an instance. I can just pass the styling and app widget class dot headline text style head dot head bold text style. We can just pass 22.0. Okay, just to display this, right? Now we can just do one thing. Let's pass margin as insert dot only. Okay, what I'm thinking that rather than using a margin over here, we can do one thing. Let's remove the margin. Let's use padding, right? Padding as insert or all. Let's pass up to 10. Okay, you can see this, I guess. Yeah, so this is the total price. Let's pass the width more. Let's pass the width size box width. Let's pass like up to 50.0. I guess that will be enough. 50 will be too much. Let's pass 30. Okay, let's pass 26 or 24 is also enough, right? So this is the thing that we have done. Just to show the total price. I can manage the color and all because the color doesn't look good as I want. Okay, I think so that's enough just to show the total price. And if you want to do some more changes over here, you can do that. You can just pass like elevation. Let's write material which is elevation 5.0. Okay, I guess that's enough. We can't see the elevation, so let's remove this. Why we need to pass this, right? So once we do this, now here I'm going to just show some buttons so that the user can simply pay for that respective product, right? So what I'm going to do is that here at the row I'm going to just write a container. In the container I just need to write decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I'm going to copy the color code. So the color code that I'm going to copy will this color code. Let's copy this. We just need to paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. You can just pass some extra brackets and all that we needed. We can just pass a child, sorry, we can just write a child text widget. In the text widget I just need to pass like a thing or text which is like place order style app widget class dot white text style. Let's pass 22.0. okay, so this is the thing. We can just pass the width. Let's pass like up to 100 or 200 is also enough. You can center this with the help of center widget. We can just pass the height. Let's pass up to 40 or 50 will be enough, right? Okay, we can just pass the size box which will be like 30.0. I guess that will be much enough, right? So this is how we can display this thing. I guess it's much clear, but I'm thinking that we have used a row widget, right? Okay, not over here. We have used this, so dot only. Let's pass symmetric over here. Symmetric horizontal. Let's pass 10.0 from the vertical 10.0. We'll increase this to 20. Let's see how it looks first, right? So I just need to change it to 30 or 20. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done, right? Now what we can do is that we can just write a border radius. Let's pass border radius dot circular will just pass up to 30. So this is the thing that we can do, which is like a place order button. Okay, that's enough. Just pass like 30. 30 will be too much. Let's pass 20. I guess 20 was much. Okay, right? So this is the thing that we have just done, just to show the total price, and these are the detail page that we have created, where you can see the product name, a price, the product detail. The user can simply select a size according to his need. We can select a quantity. They can see the total price, and we have added a place order button just to place an order for this respective product that they're looking for, right? Now these are all the things that we have done. But for example, if the user need to move back to the home page, we haven't done any execution for that, right? So what I'm going to do is that here, rather than column widget, I need to use a stack widget, because I need to just, or we can do one thing, we can just wrap up with a stack widget. Okay, let's wrap up with a column widget first, and then we'll rename that to a stack widget, right? Something like this. So this is the thing. Now here what I'm going to do is that let's pass in column children. I guess we need to write a column. Yeah, we can just write container decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I'm going to use a custom color code, which will child icons dot arrow back. We can just change the colors dot white, 40 with 40. We can use a border radius dot circular will just pass up to 60. Okay, so this is the thing. We'll just pass the margin and insert dot only. From the top we'll write 50.0. From the left let's pass like 30.0. Okay, now you can see this. Let's pass 50, so that will be the space. Okay, so this is the, you can see the icon. Now when the user will press to this, we just need to navigate back to the home page. So that's registry detector. In the on tab, I'm going to just press like navigator dot pop context. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do, right? Move, and we are going to create the login and sign up page for our clothing app. So if you haven't followed the last lesson of this awesome course where we have made the home page and the detail page of this awesome clothing app, then I recommend you to please follow that, so that you can get to know about more things like how you can use the awesome Flutter widgets. And still you are not a member of this channel, then what you're waiting for? Please be a member of this channel, and by being a member of this channel, as I've told you, that you will get some privileges. The privileges are like, you will get a complete source code of this clothing app that will be completely free for you all. We have simply uploaded the source code in our Telegram group, so you can get the source code completely free for this clothing app. And as I have already uploaded the pharmacy app, so you can also get the pharmacy app source code as well in that group. So these are all the privileges, and you will also get to know about more things about a Flutter, complete access to the Flutter course, and how you can be a pro in Flutter. Okay, so you can simply click to that join button, or you can find the link in the comment box and the description box as well. You can click to that link and can be a member of this channel and can get some awesome privileges, right? Now here in our last lesson, as I've told you, that we have already developed the home page and a detail page for our clothing app. Now in our today's video, I'm going to create a login and sign up page, right? So I'm going to move to the pages folder, and we are going to create first the login page. Then we are going to move with the sign up page. We are going to just write login.dart import material dart. We need to write a stateful widget or a page name, which will be like just a login, something like this. Yeah. So once we do this, I just need to write a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a stack widget. I use a stack widget just because as I need to overlap one widget over the another. Now you know that when you want to overlap one widget over the another, you need to use a stack widget, right? Now here you can see that I've just used a login image and a sign up image that I'm going to use just right now. Okay, so for that I just need to write image.asset. Okay, not over here. Let's first pass children. In the children, I just need to write image.asset because I need to get the image from our images folder. So I just need to write image.asset images, and we just need to pass the image file name. And in our lesson 1, or I think it's in lesson 2, I've explained you about like what really that image dot has. It has many things, like if you want to pass an asset image, how you can do that. If you want to pass the image in the form of file, you can do that. how you can pass the image in the form of link, you can do that. So these are all the things image which it has. So there is a lots of variety. I have explained you, I think so, in lesson 1 or lesson 2. You can follow all the lessons of this course because all of them are equally important to be a pro in Flutter, right? Now here I just need to pass a images folder name and the image file name, which is like login.jpg, right? Now I just want this image to use a complete height and width of the screen. I just need to use a height. We just need to write media query dot of context dot size dot height. We just need to pass width. In the width I'm going to just write width, which is like media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, we'll use a feed box feed dot cover so that it can take a complete height and width of the screen. Now let me switch to the login page so I'll show you basically what all code I'm writing. Okay, so I'll move to the login page from here, and this is the login page. Now once we move over here, now this is the login page. Now here I'm going to use the text widget just above this image and all. So okay, so that's why I've used a stack widget. So I'm going to just write a column widget over here. In the column widget I'm going to just first let's pass a comma so that there will be not any problem. We just need to pass a children text widget. In the text widget I need to use the text which is like an welcome back text. I just need to write welcome back. Okay, then I need to just use the custom color code. So we'll write style, a text style. We can use the color. In the color I'm going to use write color. In the color we'll write 0xff. Now I'm going to use the custom color code which is like 494b 2b. Okay, so this is the color that we can use. Now as I've told you that we have used a font family which is like in Roboto, so I'm going to just write a font family. In the font family I'm going to just write Roboto. Okay, Roboto, and then I need to just pass the font size as well. Let's pass like 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing. Now here you can see this is the text, but I'm going to just pass a different font size. Let's pass up to 30.0. Now I'll just center this with the help of center widget, and we are going to just pass the margin from the top. So we'll just use a size box, and in the size box I'm going to just maintain the height. Let's pass up to 30.0. Okay, or let's pass up to 70 or 80.0. I guess that's enough. Now we can increase the font size. Let's pass up to 40. I guess 40 will be enough, right? So this is the thing that we have done, and we have used a Roboto font family, and I've shown you that how you can simply use the font family and all in the lesson, I think so, last lesson of this clothing app, right? So here I'm going to like use a state management that I've taught you before. So I'm going to use that state management just to pass the styling to this text widget, right? So I'm going to just move over here, and we are going to just copy this respective text widget, not a text widget, this styling or function from here. We need to paste it over here. We just need to write green text style just to know that what really this function is. We just need to move to the login page. In the login page I'm going to copy this text style from here, or we'll cut it down from here, and we need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so let's paste it in the text style. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just maintain the size, so I'm going to just pass the size something over here. Okay, it's done, right? Now I just need to call our app widget class, which is our class name dot green text style. Let's pass like 22.0. 22 will be too less, I guess, or let's pass the bracket and all first. Yeah, we'll just pass like 40.0. That will be enough, right? Now once we do all these things, now here I'm going to display the image and all, right? So for the image, what I'm going to do is that, okay, we are going to just do one thing. We are going to show the email and the password field, because for the login page we need an email and password field. These are the two text fields that we need, right? So I'm going to just write a text field over here. So let's move over here, not over here. We just need to move over here. We just need to write a text field. In the text field, here you can see that this is the text field, but let's do one thing. Let's pass padding as insert dot only. From the left position we'll just pass like 20.0. From the right let's pass 20.0. 20 will be too less. Let's pass up to 40 and 40, right? I guess it's okay. Now we can just pass the hint text as well, so that the user can know that what really this text field does over here. Let's write decoration, input decoration, border, not border. Let's pass hint text. In the hint text we'll write hint text. In the hint text I'm going to just pass the hint text. It's like an email, right? And just pass the hint style. In the hint style, okay, we can just pass an app widget class dot green text style. Let's pass 20.0. So here you can see that this is the email text field that we have added, right? So this is the first text field. Now we need the another one which is for the password. So let's copy this complete thing. and we need to just paste it something over here, and we need to just rename this as a password. Okay, something like this. Okay, it's done. Right, now I just need to pass the size box. In the size box I just need to pass the height 30.0. I guess that will be enough. Okay, then we can just pass the spacing from here, so we'll write size box as well. In the size box we'll write 90.0. Okay, so this is the thing, or we can just pass 120. Okay, we can just pass some more spacing, let's pass up to 50. Okay, so the email and password, these are the two text field. Now here I'm going to show the forgot password text. So for that I'm going to just move over here. We just need to write a row children, we need to write an app widget class dot, we just need to show, wait a second, we can just pass text widget. In the text widget let's pass forgot password, we can just pass question mark styling app widget class dot black text style bold text style, we can just pass this 20.0. okay, bold, I think so bold is not enough just to display this thing, so I can just pass text style color, black is a default color, so let's don't pass that. We'll just pass font family, font weight, we can just pass font weight dot w 500. I guess that will be much enough. And then I need to just maintain the font size, so let's pass 20.0, or we can just pass like 18.0 as well. Okay, so this is the thing, I'm going to just pass main axis alignment dot end, so that it will at the complete end, and we can just pass like padding. In the padding I'm going to just write dot only from the right position, we'll just pass like 40.0. okay, so this is the thing, I'm going to just pass the size box height 20.0, that will be the space from the top, or we can just pass 10 as well. I think so that's much enough. Right, now once we do all these things, now here you can see this is the forgot password text. If you think that font size is too much, you can decrease it down to 16, it's up to your choice. Right, so email, password, forgot password, then I need to just show signing and the button. Right, so what I'm going to do right here, I just need to use a row widget again, like children text widget. In the text widget I'm going to just write a sign in, because it's a sign login page or signing page, both are the same page. Right, I just need to pass the styling and app widget class dot green text style, let's pass like 20.0. okay, or we can just pass like 24.0. we can just pass padding, so wrap with the padding widget, we'll write dot only from the right position, we'll just pass left 30.0. okay, it's done. Now I just need to maintain one thing, I just need to write a container decoration box decoration color. In the color I'm going to again use the custom color code, which is this color code. So let's copy this color code from here, and we need to just paste it over here. Right, it's done. Now I just need to display one thing, like here I just need to write a child, not over here, write a child, and let's write icon, wait a second, I need to write icons dot arrow forward. Yeah, you just need to maintain the colors dot white, I guess that will be much enough. okay, we can just pass the height and width, let's pass the height up to 90, we'll just pass the width up to 90. okay, it's too much, let's pass 40 and 40. yeah, 40 is also, we can just pass 50 and 50. okay, it's done. Now once we do all these things, now here move, and now I'm going to simply give a maximum space between this text and a button in the row widget. Right, so for that I just need to write a main axis alignment dot space between, and this will help us to provide a maximum space between this widgets that we have passed in a row widget. Right, now we have passed the padding from the left side, let's pass from right position as well, so that right 30.0. okay, so this is the thing that we have done. Now we can just pass the size box, so that will be the space from the top, we'll just pass like 50.0. okay, or we can just pass like 90.0. I guess that's enough just to display this. I'll just increase the font size to 30, something like this. Yeah, it's done. Now here I'm going to show the text, which is like in sign up, just allow the user to sign up in the app. Right, so for that I'll just move over here, and wait a second. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to just copy this complete text widget from here, and we need to just paste it something over here. okay, so this is the thing that we can do. Right, now here I'm going to just wrap up with a row widget, and this is the thing, and we can just pass the padding as well, so that padding at the insert dot only from the left side will just pass like 30.0. now this is the thing I've done, because we are going to allow the user to switch to the sign up page, for example if they don't have an account. Right, so I'm going to just allow the user to switch to the sign up page, something like this. okay, so this is the thing. Now I'll just increase the font size to 22, something like this. Let's pass 22. Yeah, now just pass the spacing from the top. We'll use the size box height like 120.0. Okay, so this is the thing. Now this is the text, you can see it's like in sign up. Yeah, or we can, okay, it's enough I guess just to display this. Or if you are thinking that just to pass some more height, you can do that. Let's pass up to like we can use a media query rather than passing a fixed height over here. I think so that will be much better to make a responsive app. So let media query dot of context dot size dot height divided by 2. 2 will be too much. Let's pass up to 5, or yeah, 5 is enough I guess just to display this. And we'll just change this to bold. Okay, something like this, the sign up, so that the user can simply move to the sign up page, right? So this is the thing. We can do one more thing like decoration, text decoration dot underline, so that you can underline this text. Just allow the user to click this and to move to the sign up page, right? So this is the login page that we have created. Now let's move and we'll create our signing page. So I'm going to create a new file, not sign up page. So let's sign up dot and we are going to import the package by using material.dart, and we will just pass a stateful widget or a page name. So I just need to write a stateful widget which is like in sign up. Okay, so this is just a page name that we need to pass, right? Now here I'm going to just write a scaffold first, a body stack widget. In the stack widget I'm going to just write children image.asset. We just need to pass the images folder name and the image file name. The image file name that I'm going to use will be like signup.jpg. So this is the file name that I can use, signup.jpg. And now let me move to the signup page so that I can show you basically what all code I'm writing. Okay, so this is the thing, and here you can see this, but there is some spacing and all. Just we need to manage this. So I just need to pass the height, which is again like media query dot of context dot size dot height. We can just pass like this. We can just pass a width, which is like media query dot of context dot size dot dot width. We'll use a fit box fit dot cover. Okay, fit box fit dot cover, so that it can cover complete height and width of the screen or something like this. I hope it's correct, right? Now once we do all these things, now here I'm going to create a sign up page. So first let's write a text widget, and in the text widget I'm going to just write all the text and all, right? So let's first pass this spacing and all. I think so that we need. Okay, so this is the thing. I need to just copy this from here. We need to just paste it something over here. We need to call our app widget class first, and this is the thing. But okay, let's do one thing. Let's first write a column widget children, then we need to paste this. Okay, so let's call the app widget class first. Okay, so this is the thing. We'll change the welcome back to create account page. Yeah, so I just need to write create account. Okay, account, something like this. This is the thing you can see. Now here I need one more text field which will allow the user to simply sign up in the app. Okay, so let's copy this complete thing from here. We need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so let's copy this size box and we just need to paste it something over here, and we need to change this to name. So I'm going to just write the name over here, which is like name, email, password, right? So these are the three important text field that we need, right? Now here what I'm going to do is that we are going to again create a same thing that we have just created, which is like this row widget. So let's copy this and we need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we'll just change the height to 50 and we'll just change the text to sign up. Okay, and let's copy this complete size box and all. Let's copy this. We'll need to paste it something over here. Sign up, will change the sign up to login. Okay, so login. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have written. Now what I'm going to do is that here I'm going to wrap up this text widget with a gesture detector. So let's wrap up the text widget with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I'm going to just pass like navigator dot push, and we are going to push the user to the login page. So I'm going to just write push material page route. I'm going to just write a material page route. We just need to write a context, and we need to allow the user to move to the login page, something like this. Okay, so this is the code that we have written. Now let's copy this. So when we'll press to this, we'll move to the login page. Now I want that when we'll press to the sign up page, we move back to the which page? A sign up page, right? So here I'll just need to wrap up with a gesture detector back again, and in the on tap method, like here I just need to write on tap. In the on tap method again going to pass this, and we'll just change the login to sign up, something like this. I hope it's clear, right? So this is how we navigate to sign up page, navigate back to the login page, right? So these are all the code that we have written just to make our login and sign up page. Now one more thing I want to tell you, that we have already developed a pharmacy app on this like course. So if you haven't followed the pharmacy app, then I'll recommend you that please follow the pharmacy app, because now we are going to connect the Firebase, and I'm going to also show you that how I'm going to use an email authentication. The email authentication, I'm explaining you about each and every line in a pharmacy app. I won't explain them again in this series, because I know that if you have watched that, why to explain that things again and again. So I think so you get an idea like how we can use an email authentication. So directly you going to use the function, and we are going to just manage all the things. So I am telling that again and again, that please do not miss any of the course from this awesome Flutter course, because each and every course is equally important to be a pro in Flutter, right? Things, let's move to the Firebase and let's add the project over there. Okay, so this is the Firebase console, and it simply says that please enter your project name. So I'm going to just write a clothing app over here. Now we click to this continue button, and we'll click on continue again. We'll select a default account for Firebase, click on create project. So as you can see that Firebase is preparing our project, so wait for a few seconds until it is done, right? So our project is ready. Now click on continue button, and we'll land to the Firebase console, and here you can see that we can click to this add app, and we can simply add the iOS, Android and web app. So first I'm going to connect the iOS app, then I'll show you that how we are going to connect the Android app. So we'll click to this iOS app, and we need an Apple bundle ID. Now to get this Apple bundle ID, we need to open the Xcode. Now in the Xcode, you need to just move to the runner, signing in capabilities. Now you need to just copy this bundle identifier from here. Now if you haven't followed the pharmacy app, then I have taught you about one thing, that if you want to make any of the app live on the App Store or Google Play Store, there is the unique bundle identifier or the unique ID for the Android one you need to use. Without that, you can't upload app to the Google Play Store or an App Store. So that's the thing I've explained you. Like there are set of rules that this all the Play Store has or the store has, where you just need to provide some unique ID just to maintain all the things, right? So I'm going to just copy this bundle identifier from here. We need to just paste it over here, click on register app. Okay, it's done. Now here we need to download one of the file that we necessarily need, right, which is like a Google service-info.plist file. Okay, so just download this file from here, and here I just need to move, and we need to remove the older file if we have, and we need to rename the file with a same name that it has, right? So I'm going to paste it below the info. Now click on finish, it's done. Now click on next, continue to the console. So here you can see that we have connected the iOS app. Now let's move with an Android app. So we need an Android package name. So first that, let's close this Xcode, close this as well. Now here I need to move to the Android app, build.gradle.kts. Now just copy this application ID from here. So let's copy this first. Yeah, we need to paste it in Android package name, click on register app. Now again I need to download this Google services.json file from here. Okay, so it's loading. Yeah, so this is the file, like Google services.json file from here, and once we just need to remove the old file. If we have, then we just need to remove that, and we need to rename with a same name that it has, right? So this is the name that we need to use, right? Now we need to just paste it in Android app folder, something like this. Here it is. Now we'll click on next, and we need to copy some of the plugins. So let's copy this plugin. We'll move to the setting gradle.kts and just need to paste it in the plugin section, right? Now we need this plugin, so let's copy this, and we need to move to the build.gradle.kts, and inside the plugin section just need to paste it over here, right? So these are all the things that we need to do. Now we'll click on next, continue to the console. So here it's done. We have connected the iOS and Android app. Now once we do all these things, now here we need to add some of the packages from the Pub.dev website to our Flutter app, because these are the connection, also simple connection that we have done for the iOS app, but our app need to communicate with a Firebase. So without the packages, it is not possible for an app to communicate with a Firebase, right? So let's move, but before that, let's move to the authentication section, and we need to just enable the email authentication that we are going to use right now. So I'm going to click on get started button, like this. We'll click on email and password, click on enable, click on save. Okay, so email and password has been enabled. Now we'll move to the Firestore database, as we are going to upload all the data to the cloud Firestore So that will help us to enable the fires to database or change some security rules just to enable all these things, right? So it's loading. Yeah, now we click on create database, click on next, click on next, click on create. We are running just on a production mode so that it will be much easier to maintain these things, right? So it's like writing the provisioning security rules. Now it's setting up some security rules, so wait for a few seconds. Now make sure that please do not forget to change these rules from here, otherwise you will 100% face a problem. Like if you forget to change the security rules from here, just change from false to true, click on publish. Okay, it's done. Now we'll move back over here and it's done. Now we'll move to the Pub.dev website. I have explained you why we need a Pub.dev website and why we need this packages. So I need the first package is like a Firebase core to handle or use all the core functionality of an Firebase in our Flutter app, right? So let's copy this and we need to just paste it something over here in the dependencies section, something like this. Okay, so this is the first package. Now the second package we need a Firebase auth. As you know that we are going to use the authentication, so we need a Firebase auth package, which is one of the important package. So let's copy this, we need to paste it over here. So these are the two packages. Now the third one that we need, which is like in Cloud Firestore. Now the Cloud Firestore is the package. Okay, so we'll move to the installing. Now let's copy this, we need to paste it over here. These are the three packages. Now the fourth one we need, which is like a shared preference. Now I'll say that Shivam, what is a shared preference? Now you know that the use of a shared preference if you have followed the pharmacy app. I will give like a short recap like what really the shared preference is, because I have taught about much more detail in shared preference in pharmacy app, and if you are following all the courses then you know about these things, but I will give you the short recap of the shared preference. So we are going to store some of the things locally. Now you will see that Shivam, we have already used a Firebase and server, so why we are going to like store a data locally? So we are going to store some data locally because we are going to store the username, his specific ID. What is his specific ID? So we are going to give a unique ID to the each user so that we can track all the details or all the things that they will do on this app. Like for example, if they place an order for the respective clothing, now who have placed that order and where we need to show that order. So that's all the things we are going to manage by the unique ID that we are going to provide to the user, right? So that's why I'm going to provide the unique ID to each users so that we can manage all the things. I hope it's very clear, right? Now we'll move to the shared preference, we'll move to the installing. Now just copy this respective package from here, we need to paste it over here. So these are the four packages like Firebase core, auth, Cloud Firestore, shared preference, right? Now we need a random string. As I've told you that we are going to provide the unique ID to the each user. Now without a random string we can't do that, so let's copy this and we'll move to the installing. Now let's copy this from here, we need to paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Now these are all the four packages that we need, right? I hope it's clear. Now we'll move to the main.dart. We just need to write async await widget flutter. Okay, wait a second, let's write widgets flutter binding dot ensure initialized. Okay, now please make sure this are the two lines are one of the important lines. If you do this much complete thing for the Firebase and if you forget to add these two lines, the app will says that the Firebase connection is incomplete, you can't get an access for the Firebase. So each and everything is important when you are developing an app. So a single code, a single line can simply face an error. So make sure that you don't be in a hurry when you're developing an app, because app is something that needs a lots of patience when you're developing an app. And the second thing that it's take a time to develop a app, something like it's a e-commerce app, so it's a big app, so it's going to take a lots of time. And if you're learning, then also it's going to take a lots of time to you to learn a small things and get a pro in Flutter, right? So give as much time as you can. Like it's going to take some time to be or to understand each and every line that I'm writing over here. You can't understand in a single day, you can't understand in a single week. It's going to take some time, right? So these are the few lines that we need to add in our void main section. I hope it's clear, right? Now once we do all these things, now we have connected the complete app with an Firebase. It's ready. Now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to show you that how we are going to use our login and sign up page, right? So let me paste all the functions that we need for our login and sign up page. As I've told you that I've already explained each and every line, so I'm not going to do that again because that doesn't make any sense if I've already done that in the previous courses, right? So let me do that and we'll get back in few seconds. Yeah, so this is the functions that we have written for our sign up page. This is a registration function that I have written over here. Now let me explain you, I will give you a quick recap like what all things I have done. So here you can see that this is a text editing controller. As you know that to handle the text that the user going to enter this respective text field, and to grab all the text, like for example, if I have written the name over here and I need to grab the text like Shiva Gupta from this respective text field. Now we need a text editing controller to control all the text that the user going to enter in the respective text field, right? So here I wrote a text editing controller, right? So now the text that we are going to enter in the text field, now we are going to get that by using a text editing controller. I hope it's very clear, right? Now this is the string that we have written, which is like a name, email, password. So these are the three text field like name, email, and password. Now to store at some place, once we grab the text, these are the strings that we have written, right? Now this is a registration function and simple registration function that I've written over here, and I've used a set state. So for example, if you don't want to make a loading, or if you want to show the loading, you can do that, but I'll just set the loading. Like once I press to this, and it's going to show the some circular structure over here just to indicate that it's loading, so that the user can know that it's tapped and it's loading and we just need to wait, right? So that's the thing that I'm going to display over here. So for that I've just made a loading to false, and once the user press to this, will make a loading to true just to indicate the circular progress indicator over here, right? Now once we do this, now here I've just wrote a string id, and as I've told you that we are going to provide the unique id to the each user. Now the reason is very clear, that I've told you that just to track a specific user detail. So for example, if we are going to track the user detail with their name. If you are thinking that Shivam, we can also track the user detail with a name, that not going to work, because you know that there will be a high chances that the person will have the same name like Shivam and Shivam, right? So if we are going to provide the unique id to the person with the same name as well, then we are going to track all the details whether their name will be same also. So that's a thing, that when we are going to provide the unique id to each user, we are going to track a specific users orders in the app, right? So that's a basic idea. Now here I wrote a map. So as I've explained you, map is a combination of key and value pair. Now key is like a name, and the value that we are going to pass will be passed in the form of dynamic. String is indicated double inverted comma. So here you can see that all the things have been inverted in double inverted comma. So we are going to first get a name that the user going to enter over here, and we just need to write name controller text. We need to again write email, and we are going to get email controller text. We need to pass the id, that the id and the wallet, right? So these are all the things. Now we have wrote a shared preference helper. Now here I've wrote all the functions for the shared preference helper. You can see that I have written the wallet key. Now on this app, we are also going to enable, or we are going to use the wallet section from where the user can simply pay through the wallet. I have done the wallet thing in the pharmacy app as well. So that's a thing that we are going to implement on this app as well, right? Because I found that many viewers or subscribers or the members are think that the wallet thing looks really great when you integrate in the app. So that's the thing I'm going to do on this clothing app as well. Okay, so these are the things. Now this is the sign up page, and these are all the code that we have written, and once the user successfully like sign up in the app, we are going to push the user to the home page, something like this, right? Now this is the red light, not a red light, a green light. By green light I mean the snack bar that we need to show register successfully snack bar once the user have successfully signed up in the app. And we have passed a try and catch. I've explained you about a try and catch much more like in an easier way in the previous lessons. I'll give you a quick recap. Like try catch will help us to first try with some function, and if we face any error, then we are going to catch that error, right? So these are the ways that we are going to catch an error. Now I think so it's already done. So let's move, and we are going to pass a controller to the each text field. So I just need to write controller, which is like for the name controller. So I need to write name controller, need to write a controller here as well, and we need to just write controller, which is like an email controller. Then the third one that we need to pass will be controller, and that will be for the password controller. So I just need to get controller, password controller. Okay, so these are the three text fields that we need to pass, right? Now here I just need to wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the OnTap method I'm going to just check that if all the three text field is filled or not. Because if all the three text fields are filled, then only we are going to allow the user to sign up in the app. So I'm going to check that if like name controller text should not be empty, like should not be empty, and email controller text should not be empty, and it means that this field should not be empty, this field should not be empty, and this field should not be empty as well. So I just need to put password controller text should not be empty as well. Okay, Now this is the thing. Now once we do this, now here I'm going to just pass a set state. In the set state I'm going to just write name, and now I'm going to store that to that respective string that we have written. It's like name controller.text, email, we just need to write email controller.text, and then I need to just pass password equals to password controller.text. Okay, so these are all the things that we need to do. Now we need to just call our registration function, something like this. Now we have just wrote all the code that we need for our like sign up page. Now here when you write a password, it's not in a dotted form. Now to show that in a much secure form, we just need to write off secure text to true, and it will show it in a dotted form, right? Now if you are thinking that hot reload and hot restart will going to work over here, because we have just added a complete connection with an Firebase, and we have also added a packages from the Pub.dev, so it's wrong. Now not a hot reload or hot restart will going to work over here. You need to simply close this complete app, just need to click to this stop button, and you just need to stop this complete execution, and you need to rerun the complete app again. So do that, and we'll get back in few seconds. Yeah, now I'm going to show you that how a sign up page is working and what all data has been simply uploaded to the Firestore database. Right now here I just need to pass my name, this is like Shivam Gupta, and we'll just write my name and the random email ID. So I'm going to just write a random email ID at the rate gmail.com. okay, gmail.com, and we need to just write a password over here. Now we'll click to this arrow button, and let's see what the thing will going to happen. Right now I'll click to this. Okay, so you can say that we have registered successfully and actually land to the home page. So you can see that this is all the things, it's working brilliantly, and our sign up page is also working brilliantly. But as I have told you that we are going to also upload data to the cloud Firestore, so let's see that what all data we have uploaded to the Firestore database. So here we'll move to the Firestore database, and we'll just need to refresh this page. Now you will see that the users collection that we have created and a specific doc ID and all the fields, right? So it's loading. Yeah, now here you will see the users collection. As I have told you, this is the specific doc ID that we have given to this user, which is like in Shivam Gupta. So we have just provided the unique ID to the Shivam Gupta, and this is email, this is ID and all, and this is the wallet amount, which is 0 right now, right? So these are all the things. Our sign up page is also working brilliantly, and I've also shown you that how the user can simply upload the data to the cloud Firestore. Right now let's move, and we'll add execution for our login page. So I'll just hot restart the app, and we'll just switch to the login page. But before that, as I've told you that we need to show the some circular progress indicator. Once we click to this arrow, it doesn't show now because we haven't done anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that over here, like if the loading is true, so I need to just write if the loading is true, then we need to just pass like icon, and we need to just write icons dot circular progress indicator. Okay, or we can just write, wait a second, now I am writing an icon. Let's do one thing, let's write loading, and it's true, then we'll just show a circular progress indicator, and we'll just center this with the help of center widget, and we just need to change the color to white so that I can see the things clearly. So just need to write white. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. Now let's switch to the login page. In the login page, there are the two text fields, which are like email and password, right? So we have wrote a two text editing controller just to handle the text in this two text field. Then we have wrote email and password for this all. We have wrote a user login function so that we can execute all the thing. Again, we have used a try and catch function. So we are going to try with some function to log in the app, and if we face any error, we are going to catch them. So it's very easy. This is a simple user login function that we have written, right? And we are going to check that if the, for example, if the user have entered the wrong email, we are going to check that if they have entered the invalid credential. If it is, then we are going to show the red light that or a snack bar with a red color that you have entered an invalid email or password. So that's a simple thing, right? Now let's move, and we are going to pass the controller to the each text field so that we can manage all the things, right? So I just need to write a controller, which is like and mail controller. We'll write email controller. Then we need to write controller, which is for the password controller. We just need to write controller password controller. We just need to make the off secure text to true so that I can see all the text or password in the dotted form, because it's very necessary, right? Now here in the this thing, like over here, I just need to wrap up this container with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method, I just need to pass the execution, which is like if both the text field will be filled, then only we are going to call our user login function. So I'm going to just write email controller text should not be is equals to empty, and we just need to write password controller.text should not be empty, and if both the condition is true, then we are going to just store that in the set state. So I'm going to write email is equals to email controller.text. Okay, then I need to just pass like password is equals to password controller.text, and we need to just call the user login function. Okay, so just call the user login function, something like this. Okay, so these are all the things that we have written. Now let's test and let's see how all the user login function is working. So I'm going to simply hot restart the app, and first I'm going to sign up, and I'll use the same account to log in. So I just need to write Ayush Gupta over here, and we need to just pass like the email, which is like ayush123@gmail.com, and the password ayush123. Now we'll click to this, and again you can see that this is a circular progress indicator, and we have just registered successfully. Now I'll use the same account to log in just to test that how our login page is working. I just need to write ayush123@gmail.com. We just need to pass password ayush, wait a second, ayush123. Now we'll click to this, and we'll just wait. You have entered an invalid credential. Okay, so I make some mistake, ayush123. Okay, it's telling that I have entered the wrong password. Maybe I have just entered the wrong password in the sign up page. So let me use some other account. Let's Shivam Gupta. Let's Shivam123@gmail.com. Have we passed the controllers? Okay, I think so. We have, right? Let me check first. Okay. Okay, everything is correct. Maybe we have entered the wrong password. So let me pass it correctly. Okay, now it's not going to make a problem, I guess. Let's hot restart the app back again, and we'll just switch to the login page. We'll use the same account. Let's see right now how the thing will work. gmail.com. I hope everything is correct. We'll just enter the password. We'll click to this. Okay, yeah, it's working brilliantly. I think so the password was wrong, so we have entered the wrong password. That's why we are facing that problem. So our user login side and the sign up page is also working brilliantly, as you can see just right now. We have just added the complete email authentication by using a Firebase. We have done this, I think so, many times before, so I don't show you the complete code. But as I've told you that if you want to know about each and everything that this email authentication has, I will refer you that please follow some last lessons of this course, which is like we have developed pharmacy app from the scratch. You can simply follow that lessons and can be like a pro in Flutter, right? So all the lessons are equally important, as I've mentioned many times, because I keep on seeing this, because if you miss any of the lessons, and if you are thinking that you cover this course in just a few days, that's not going to work, because you need to invest some of the time if you are learning something good, right? So that's a thing, right? I have told you that there will be an admin panel on this app from where the admin can add a products, and that products will be simply highlighted to the user side of the app, right? So let's move, and we are going to create the admin panel right now. So we'll move to the leaf folder, and we are going to create a new folder name, which is like an admin. And in this folder, I'm going to write all the code or all the Dart files or the files that we need for our admin page, right? So I'll just need a new file name, which is like an add product.dart. So this is just a file name, which is like add product.dart. So first I'm going to import the package by using material.dart, and we need to just pass a stateful widget or a page name, which is like an add product. Okay, so that's a very simple thing. Now I just need to write a scaffold, a body container child, and a column children. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now first what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show some circular structure at the top. So for that I just need to write a container. In the container decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I'm going to use the color code. So the color code that I'm going to use will be this color code. So let's copy this color code, and we need to just paste it something over here. Let's pass the height up to 100. I guess that will be enough. And we need to display the thing. So I just need to move. I need to just call our add product page so that I can show you basically what all code I'm writing. So this is the color and the container that you can see over here, right? Now I just need to do one thing. Like I need to increase the height. Let's pass up to 200. That which will, or that's too much. Let's pass up to 150. And we need to show the circular structure. So I just need to write border radius dot only. From the bottom left, I just need to write radius dot circular 120. And from the bottom right, I just need to write radius dot circular, which will be like 120. Okay, something like this. So this is the thing you can see. I guess 120 is okay, but if you think that's too much, let's pass 180 and 180. I guess that's much enough, right? Now here in this container, I just need to write row yeah, row children, I just need to first pass like icons. In the icon, I just need to write icons dot back arrow back. We can just use arrow back as well. We can just pass the color, which is like colors dot white. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I'm thinking that rather than showing a simple back arrow, we can just create in the form of button so that it will look good, right? So I just need to do one thing. Let's wrap up with a container. In the container, I just need to use a decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color, I just need to pass colors dot white. Okay, so that's much enough to display this thing. Now I just need to copy this respective color from here. We need to paste it over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I just need to maintain the height. Let's pass up to 50. We'll just pass the width up to 50, and we'll just need to pass the border radius. We'll write border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 60. Okay, sorry, border radius dot circular will just pass up to 60. Okay, so this is the thing you can see. Now I just need to do one thing, like here I just need to pass margin as inside dot only. From the left, let's pass 20.0. Okay, height and width is too much. Let's decrease it down to 40 and 40. I guess that will be much enough. And then I need to just pass the another text widget. In the text widget, I just need to pass the text like an add product. Okay, then I need to pass on style app widget class dot white text style. Let's pass 22.0. Okay, we can use the size box so that there will be space between this and this. So I just need to write size box with, let's write 20.0. So this is the thing. Okay, I guess that's much enough. Let's pass up to 25. Okay, that's enough. Now here I'm going to just display the name of the respective product. So for that, I'm going to just use a text widget, and in the text widget I'm going to just write a product name. We can just pass a style, an app widget class dot bold text style. Let's pass like a 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm going to just pass the size box height. Let's pass like 20.0. I need to align all the things to the left side. So what I'm going to do, in that column widget where we have written, okay, it's over here. So I just need to write cross axis element dot start, so that all the things will be aligned to the left side. Now I just don't need that to be stuck to the left side. So I'm going to just pass a padding. In the padding, I'm going to just write dot only. From the left side, we'll just pass like 20.0. I guess it's much clear, right? So this is the product name that we have written, but we need a text field as well. So I just need to write container. In the container, I'm going to just write a child, a text field. Okay, so this is the text field, but I don't need this line. So I'll write decoration, input decoration. Okay, input decoration border, input border dot none, and we'll just remove this border from here. Okay, now once we do this, now let's write a decoration, a box decoration, and just paste the color or write a color which is like colors dot gray color. Okay, something like this. We just need to manage a different shade of a gray color, maybe up to this, or we can just do up to this. I guess this is much enough. We can just pass margin as insert dot only. From the left, let's pass 20.0. From the right, let's pass 20.0. Okay, we can just pass the spacing. We'll use the size box height 5.0. I guess that will be much enough. Okay, we can just do one thing. Let's pass the border radius. So I need to write border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 60. Okay, so this is the thing, right? Now this is the border radius, not a border radius, a text field that we have created. Now I need to display or allow the user to enter the product name over here. But if you want to show the hint text, you can do that. We'll just write a hint text. In the hint text, I just need to write enter name. Okay, not hint. We just need to write hint text. Okay, and just write enter name, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's pass padding as insert dot only. From the left side, let's pass 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing. It's like enter name, product name, and then I need to just copy this all things from here. We need to paste it over here. This is the thing. We just need to pass a product price. So let's pass product price over here, and we just need to write enter the price. Let's write the price. Okay, then I need to just paste it the thing, which is like, okay, I need to show the category over here, because in the home page, as I've shown you that there are the different categories. Like if the user select t-shirt, they are going to shoot t-shirt. If their pant, dress, jacket, so these are the respective categories that we need to display in our category section, so that the admin, when they are uploading the product, they can select a category and that product will be uploaded to that respective category, right? So here I'm going to use a drop down, and through the drop down we are going to show that respective category, right? I have explained about drop down in our, I think so, last lesson, or not in the last lesson of this series, I think so, in the pharmacy app. So I will refer you that you can just learn more about how you can use a drop down and all. I just need to use the code and we'll use the code for the drop down, right? So this is the thing that we have done. You can see that we have just wrote a text which is like a product category, and this is how I've simply displayed the drop down. You can see that this is the code that we have written for the drop down. Now if you don't want to write a complete thing for the drop down, because as I've told you that the source code is totally free for the members of this channel, you can simply like go to the Telegram group and can get all the source code that you need, because I've also uploaded the source code for the pharmacy app and the clothing app as well. You can simply click to that and you can get all the free source code for the from the Telegram group, right? Now these are all the things that we have done. Now we need a product detail as well, because in the detail page we need to show the product detail as well. So let's copy this thing from now, which is for this one. Let's copy this. Okay, let's copy this and we need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Now just need to write product detail. This is the thing. I need to just write enter product detail. Okay, and we just need to pass the max line. Wait a second, we just need to write max line, so we'll just pass up to 5. Okay, 60 is not too much, it looks good over here, so let's pass up to 10. Okay, or we can pass 20 as well. At 20 is much enough just to display this. And I think so we have done all the things that we need to do for the product detail and all. Okay, now once we do all these things, now we just need to display the button over here, and through that button we can manage this. So I just need to write container. In the container I just need to write decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I just need to get a custom color code. So the color code that we can get will be this color. So let's copy this color from here. We need to paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's pass the width, let's pass up to 200, and then I need to just write a child. We just need to write child, not over here. We just need to write over here. We just need to use text, which is the text I need to just write add. Okay, so this is the text you can do. You can just pass style app widget class dot white text style. Let's pass 20.0. Okay, we can just center this text with the help of center widget. That will be much enough, and we can increase the font size. Let's pass up to 24. Okay, we can center this container as well. So let's center this with the help of center widget. We'll just maintain the height and all is okay. We'll just pass the height up to 40. I guess 50 is also much enough. Okay, we can just pass up to 40, so that will be much spacing. Then I need to just write border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 60. Okay, now this is the thing. Now you will say that Shiva, you haven't added the image. Now you know that this course is completely free for you all, like you just need to be a member. But this clothing app that you are developing, like I don't want anything like you need to pay for the server of a Firebase. Like if you want me to add in Firebase storage from our next series, let me know in the comment box, because comment box is free for you all. Like you just need to add a comment in the comment box that Shiva might need that Firebase storage to be added in our next series. So I'm going to do that. But as I know that someone who is watching the video for the first time, they're learning the Flutter for the first time, I don't want that to add them a paid version of an Firebase. So I'm going to use a free version of Firebase. So that's why I'm not going to use a Firebase storage in this complete series. I haven't used that in the pharmacy app as well. You have noticed that, right? So I'm going to do the same thing over here, right? Now let's move, and now let's add all the details that we need, right? So let's pass the text editing controller, and I think so we need a 3 text editing controller for the name, price and detail, right? So I just need a text editing controller, and we just need to write name controller is equals to name controller is equals to new text editing controller. Okay, then we need 2 more, as I've told you, which is for the price and the detail. I just need to write price controller, and we just need to write a third one, which is like a detail controller. Okay, so these are the 3 controllers. Now what I'm going to do is that we need to pass a controller to the each text field. So write controller, which is for the name controller. Then we need to write controller, which is for the password controller. We just need to write, that's why I'm writing password, price controller. Okay, then we need to write a 4th one, which is a controller, and it is for the product detail controller. So I need to write detail controller. I hope it's clear. Now once we do all this thing, now let's create a function so that we can upload all the details. So I just need to copy this respective function from here. We just need to write add products. Okay, we just need to write add products. We just need to write user product, or we can just write product info map. Okay, product info, wait a second, product info map. Okay, we don't need an ID, so I will remove this ID. Now I explain you that if you don't need a specific ID for that respective collection, from like respective document that you want to upload in the respective collection, then you can use a add method rather than a set method. The set method will help us to set the respective document if you are passing a specific ID. So for example, if we are passing a specific ID to the respective document in the users collection, let me show you what I'm explaining. Like here you can see that this is a users collection, right? Now here we have just provided this specific ID from our side to this user, which is like Shivam Gupta. So that's why we have just wrote a users collection. We have just passed a specific doc ID, which is the unique ID that we are trying to pass from our side, and we are use a set method. I just told the Firebase to set this with in the users collection with this ID. And if I want that the ID to be set from the Firebase side, I don't want that the Firebase ID to be given from my side. I just need to write dot add rather than set. So that's a main difference. What a difference between a set method and an add method. In the set method, if you want to pass a specific doc ID, you can use the set method. And if you don't want to pass a specific ID, you want that Firebase to use their own ID, you can use an add method, right? So that's a big difference. I just need to pass something like this. Now let's execute all the things. So now here I'm going to just wrap up this container with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I'm going to write all the things. So I'm going to just write a map. I have explained what is a map. So map is a combination of key and value pair. So I just need to write string dynamic. We just need to write add product, which is just a map name. Okay, it's clear. Now I just need to pass a name of a product. So I'm going to just write a name. I just need to grab the text that the user are going to enter in the name text field. So I just need to write name controller.text. Then I need a price. So I just need to write a price. It's like price controller.text. I hope it's very clear. Then I need to just write a category. In the category, I'm going to just pass the values. Okay. So this is the three things. Now the fourth one, which is like a detail, I need to write detail, which is like a detail controller.text. Okay. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's very easy, right? So I just need to first write an async over here. Let's do one thing. Let's write async await. We just need to write database methods dot add products. I'm going to just pass an add product, which is a map name. Okay. So once the product has been uploaded successfully, we need to show the green light. I know that you get to know what really green light I'm talking about. We just need to show the snack bar with a text that the product has been uploaded successfully. Yeah. So let's copy this and we need to just paste it over here. We need to just show that product uploaded successfully. Right? Product uploaded successfully. Yeah. So this is just a text that we need to pass. Okay. I hope it's very clear, right? Now once we have just uploaded this text and all and the data to the cloud Fire Store, now we need to empty all the text field once the user upload a first product. Like for example, if they add a first product and they want to add another product, now to just empty this text field will much make clear for the admin to add another product, right? So what I'm going to do is that here I'm going to just write a set state, right? Not over here. I just need to write a set state. In the set state, I'm going to just manage the thing, which is like a name controller text, and we'll just make it empty so that they can add another product they want. I just need to write controller.text, like price controller.text, and we need to just make this space as well. And we just write detail controller.text, and we need to make the space as well. Okay, so these are the easy peasy things. Now let's hot restart the app and let's see how the things are working, right? Now I just need to enter the product name. So I'll just write men's shirt. The price will be like up to $20. We'll just select a category. It's like a pant. Let's write men's pant. Okay, men's pant. We'll just need to write pant, and we just need to pass a product detail. We'll write a product detail. It's a good product. You will look like a Bollywood star. Okay. So this is the thing. Now we'll click to this add button and let's see. Okay, so the product has been added successfully, and you can see that all the text field is now empty, just to enable that the admin to add another product, right? So let's see and let's refresh this page first, and we are going to see the product collection as I was talking about. Yeah, so it's waiting. Yeah, we are waiting. So we can't see the product collection. Why? I don't know. Okay, let's just call our add products. Again, I'm sorry for that. I think so that has been added to the collection. You can see this. So let's remove this from here. Let's delete this document. Okay, now we need to enter that again. No worries. So let's first save this file and we'll hot restart the app. Just write mensch pant product $20 pant, really good. Yeah. Just click to this, product uploaded successfully. Now let's refresh this page and we are going to see the product collection as I was telling about. So this is the product collection you can see, and this is the document ID that we haven't passed from our side. We have just tell the Firebase to product give us this document ID from yourself. So this is the ID that has been given by the from the Firebase side, right? Now these are all the fields that we have just added right now, which is like in category, detail, name, and the price. I hope it's very clear, right? Now these are all the things, and you can see that how successfully we can add all the products from the admin panel, and that will be simply shown at the user side of the app. I hope it's let's move, and as you can see that I've simply created a bottom name.dart page. Now this is the bottom name.dart page that I've simply created in the pharmacy app. So that's the same curve navigation bar that I've used. So in the perspec.ml file you will see that this is the curve navigation bar package that I have used, and by using this package you can simply add a curve navigation bar, and once you add this package then you can just create one file which is like in bottom name.dart, and in this file you can create all the other pages which is like an order page, the home page, the wallet page, the profile page. So these are all the pages that I want to simply display in our home page, not in a home page, in bottom navigation bar, right? So that's why I've simply called the home page, order page, wallet page, and profile page. I hope it's very clear, right? Now this is a simple bottom navigation bar. Now if you want to know about single things that the curve navigation bar has, I've already covered in the previous lesson, so I'm not going to do right now. So now let's move, and we are going to move to the home page, and we'll just switch to the bottom name first so that I can show you basically how it's looking. So I'm going to just write bottom name, and this is how the bottom name it looks over here. The other pages we haven't created, so it's completely blank, but you can see that it simply shows some animation when we move from first icon to the second to third, and third to one, right? So this is all the things. Now let's show all the like products that we have simply uploaded from the admin panel in our flash sale options, right? Now here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show all the documents from our products collection. You can see that this is the image, but I'm going to do one more thing like here. So for example, if you want to like don't use the image that have been stored in your gallery, but if you want to use the image in the form of link or something, we are going to execute that first, right? So before like showing the product, I'm going to move to the add product page. Now here I'm going to do one thing, because if we won't add an image, that doesn't look good to show to maintain something in the clothing app. So that's why I'm going to add something unique. So here I'm going to move to the add product page, and in this add product page I'm going to create one more text field. Now you'll see that Shivam, why we are creating this text field, we have already created all the things that we need. Now the basic idea is that, as I've told you that, for example, I want to show this image of this respective shirt that the men have wear, right? Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get the link of this image, and we are going to directly use them in our add product section. And once we use that image link, then we can directly show them in the app. You know that Unsplice is totally free to use all the images in your app, so you can do that. Now here what I'm going to do is that we are going to create first a text field and all, right? So here let's do one thing. Let's copy this thing from here, and we need to just paste it something over here. Now I just need to write a product image and a text field. Okay, so this is the text field, and we'll just change the name to interlink. Okay, so here it is, I guess. Yeah, so we are going to just change that to interlink. Now we need a text editing controller just to enter the link. So I'm going to just paste it over here, and we just need to write a link controller, something like this. Okay, so it's done. Now what I'm going to do is in the controller I'm going to just call our link controller as it is, right? Now here once we paste the link, I want to display the image as well so that we can see that image. So what I'm going to do is that here I'm going to just write a container. In the container I'm going to just write a decoration, a box decoration. We can just pass the color. I don't think so we need a color, so let's do one thing. Let's pass a child icon. In the icon I'm going to just write icons dot, and we need to just write camera alt. Okay, so this is the thing. Now this is the, you can see. Now let's pass the border. In the border I'm going to just write border dot all. Okay, now we just need to maintain the height and width so that we can see the complete container and all. Let's pass up to 60, and we'll just pass the width up to 60. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. I guess that's too less. Let's pass 120 and 120 just to display this. Yep, so this is the thing. Now you can see that there is an overflow pixel error, but don't need to worry. I'm going to just wrap up this container with a single child scroll view so that I can simply scroll this screen, right? So that's the idea, right? Now I can simply scroll the screen. Now we just need to center this. So I'm going to just center this with the help of center widget. So I'm going to wrap up this container with a center widget, something like this. Now I just need to pass the size box, so that will be the height. We'll just pass like 20.0. Okay. Now here I'm going to just pass the color, which is like colors.black, but we don't going to use a like exact this black color. We are going to use a different shade of a black color, maybe up to this and this. And then I need to just provide the width as well, so that we can see the border radius. So let's pass the width 1.5. I guess that will be much enough. And we need to just pass the border radius, which is like border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 20, I guess. Yeah, so this is the container we have passed. Now on this container I'm going to just display the image that the user going to paste the link over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that first, let me think that what we can do. So here I'm going to do one thing, like here we are going to just first get a link. So I'm going to just pass a string. We just need to pass a link value, and if the link value is null, then we are going to show this container like if we haven't pasted any type of link. And if we have pasted the link, we are going to display that image, right? So what I'm going to do is that okay, let's do one thing. Let's pass link value is not equals to null. It means that we have the link, then we need to just display that. I'm going to just use image.network because our link is in the form of HTTP file, not in the form of like an asset folder, not in the form of file. So I'm going to just pass our like not a file, a link. So our link is in the form of HTTP link. Now to get that link or to read that link, we need image.network, right? So I'm going to use image.network. Now here once we do this, now here I'm going to just need that value. So I'm going to just write link value. Okay, then I need to just pass the height. Let's pass, sorry, not header. I'm going to just pass the height, which will be like up to 150, and we are going to just pass the width up to 150, and we are going to just use a feed box feed dot cover. I hope it's very clear because it's very easy as well, right? So feed box feed dot cover. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. We can just pass a null check over here. Now what I'm going to do is that we are going to like paste this link over here in the text field. Now as soon as we paste the link, I just need to refresh this page, not refresh that page, or I'm going to just store that in a link value. So I'm going to just get a value first. So I'm going to just get a value first, and once we get a value, we are going to store that. So I'm going to just write link value is equals to value, and we'll use a set string. I hope it's very clear, right? Now let's first save all the file. Okay, so this is the thing. Now for example, as I've told you that for example I need to get this image, so I'm going to just copy this respective link from here. So let's copy this complete link from here. I am going to just paste this something over here. Okay, we are going to allow the paste. Okay, so this is the image. You can see as soon as we've simply pasted the image, we simply get the image over here, and this is how we can display. But if you want to provide some border radius to this image, you can just wrap up with a clip react widget, and in the border radius we can just write border radius dot circular, and sorry, yeah, border radius dot circular, we can just pass 20. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is the image that have been simply displayed over here. I hope it's very clear, right? Now we can just pass from the right position as well, the padding, and yeah, so it's clear, right? Now we just need to pass a product name, which is like a men's shirt. I just need to write men's shirt. The price is, let's pass like $30. Category, we can just pass on t-shirt. We can just product detail, it's really good shirt you won't found anywhere, yeah. So this is the thing. Now we'll click to this add button. Now if you want to pass the spacing from the bottom as well, you can do that. Let's pass the size box height, let's pass up to 40.0. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we'll click to this add button and we'll wait. Yeah, so product has been added successfully, but the thing is that if we are going to pass one more thing, like one execution over here, that will be that the image, we haven't passed the link, so we are going to just pass a link of that image, or we can just write image as well, and in the image I'm going to just pass link controller dot text. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to pass. Now if you want to make it null, so what I'm going to do is that link controller dot text should be empty, and then I'm going to just pass like link value, and we are going to just make it null. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Now let's show this image first. So I'm going to just write a product name, it's like a men's shirt. So let's do one thing. Let's remove this complete collection from here because we are just adding the image just right now. So we'll just delete this complete collection from here, and we are going to just write men's t-shirt. Then I'm going to just pass the price 30. We'll just keep this category and the product detail like good t-shirt, right? Good t-shirt. Yeah. You can just click to this add button. Okay, so product has been added successfully. Now we'll just refresh this and let's see what all data has been shown over here. Okay, so we'll wait and we are going to see the product collection. As I told you, this is the specific doc ID, and once we move over here, you can see this is the category, detail, image, the name and the price. Okay, so you can see that without using the Firebase storage, we are going to use that image in this app, and we are going to show the different collections of an clothing in our app. I hope it's very cool, right? Let's move, and now I'm going to simply show all the products from the products collection, like all the documents from the product collection in our home page, right? So first, for that, I'm going to use a stream builder, right? So what I'm going to do is that we are going to just write a stream builder, and I'll explain you like what really stream builder is. Like if we want to simply get all the documents from a respective collection, and if we make any changes on that document, I want that to be get highlighted in the app in just a few seconds. The stream builder is the best thing. So I will recommend that when you want to display all the documents or all the things from a respective collection, please use a stream builder, right? Now here I'm going to just write a stream. In the stream, I'm going to just pass a stream name. It's like a product stream. Okay, that's a random name. If you have any better name, you can use that as well. Okay, we can just write a stream, product stream. Now here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just write a widget. In the widget, I'm going to just pass a product name. It's like an all products. Okay, now once we do this, now here, what I'm going to do is that we are going to just write a not a sync, sorry, I'm writing a sync. We are going to just return. In the return, I'm going to call a stream builder. As I mentioned, I need to just pass a stream. It's like a product stream. Now here I just need to show the builder. In the builder, I just need to pass a context, a sync snapshot, and we need to use a snapshot. I've explained you the usage of a snapshot. Now let me give you a quick like view of what really the snapshot is. So for example, if I want to read all the documents from a respective collection, then we need a snapshot. So snapshot help us to read all the documents from a respective collection one by one, right? Now once we pass this, now we need to check that if the collection that we are trying to call, like product collection that we are trying to call, has a data or not. Has a data or not means has a documents available in that product collection or not. If there is data available, then we are going to display that. So I'm going to just return. In the return, I'm going to just check that if the snapshot dot has data. If it has, then we are going to just display that by using a list view dot builder, and if it doesn't has, we are going to just display the container. It's very simple, right? Now once we do this, now here I'm going to just pass an item count, because we need to count all the documents that the respective collection has. So how we going to do that? As I've told you, the snapshot is that function that will help us. So I'm going to just pass snapshot dot data dot docs dot length. I'm going to just get the length something like this. Okay, now once we do this, now I'm going to just pass a padding. In the padding, that there is some padding or default padding that has been given by from the list view side. I don't want a padding from list view side, so I'm going to just pass edge inset dot only, and we'll just change the only to 0. Okay, something like this. I hope it's very clear, right? Now we are going to just pass a sync and wrap, and we'll just pass a true, something like this. We'll just keep the scroll direction. I want that to be displayed in the horizontal direction, so I'll just need to pass axis dot horizontal, something like this. Now here in the item builder, I just need to pass a context index. Now it's a very important thing. Like if you are passing context index, is because I want to read each document one by one. Now to read each document one by one, right? What really that field has in that document. So let me explain in the easy way. So this is the collection, this is the document. Now I need to read this document. Now to read this document, I need to get the index number of this document. And once I get that index number, I need to read all the field that this document has. Now to read the field that this document has, there is a thing which is called a document snapshot. I just need a document snapshot ds is equals to snapshot dot data dot docs, and we need to just get an index of that respective document that I need to read. So that's very clear, right? Now once we do this, I'm going to just pass return. In the return, I'm going to just display the container that we have just written for the UI, right? So I'm going to just copy this respective container from here. Okay, so we'll cut out this from here. We need to just paste it something over here. It's very clear, right? Now here I'm going to just paste an exact field name. So the field name that we are going to use will be this. So let's copy this field name. It's like in image. We are going to paste it over here. We are going to use .network rather than asset because our link is in the form of HTTP link, right? So I need to just get the like DS, and we need to pass a name of this respective product. So we'll just pass a name, then I need to just pass plus DS. I need to show the price, so I'm going to just paste the price over here. So this is the thing that we need to do. I hope it's very clear, right? So these are the small things that we have done, but the thing is that haven't been done till yet because we haven't called a snapshot function. Without that snapshot, how we are going to read all the documents from the respective collection, because that's also very necessary, right? So let's move, and now I'm going to move to the database.dart file, and here I'm going to just write a future. In the future, we are using a stream builder, so I'm going to just use a stream, right? It's very clear, right? I'm going to just use a stream, and then I need to just pass like a query snapshot. I'll explain you what really snapshot does. Query snapshot is also the same thing. So this is the thing. I'm going to get all the products. So I'm just going to pass the function name. It's like a get all products. Then this. I'm going to just write async return. We just need to write await. We are going to just pass Firebase Firestore because it has been stored in the Firestore database .instance .collection. .collection, and I need to pass which collection name, like which collection item I want to read. So I want to pass an exact collection name. So just copy that collection name, paste it over here. We need to use .snapshot so that I can read all the documents from the products collection. I hope it's very clear, because you can see that you don't need to remind or learn this things one by one, because there is nothing to be learned in coding. You need to understand small things because it's very like easy to understand this all small things, like what really snapshot does, what really query snapshot does, what a document snapshot does. So these are all the small things, right? Now we'll just move, and we'll move back to the home page, and here I'm going to just write a function name which is get on the load, because we are going to store that in our product stream. Okay, so I'm going to just call the async something like this. We just need to call product stream is equals to await. We are going to just write database methods, database methods dot, we need to get that. So I'm going to write get all products. We'll use a set state. It's very clear, right? I'm going to just write init state, and in the init state I'm going to just call a function which is like a get on the load. I've explained you a difference between the init state and set state. I think so there is not any confusion, right? What really init state and set state is, right? I've told you many times in this lessons, right? So now once we do all these things, now let's call our all product over here so that I can display all the things, right? So let's remove this complete row because we don't need a row over here. I'm going to just call our all product function. We are going to wrap up this container, but let's see how the thing works. So let's call the home page, not home page, a bottom name, so that I can show all the things, right? So here you can see that all the things have been overlapped one over the another, because as I told you that if you're passing a list view and if you don't tell the list view that how much space he should use, that will the problem you will face, right? I'm going to just write 70 something over there, and we can just pass 80 as well. Okay, 80 will be too less, but let's see. Yeah, it is too less. Let's pass 150, or we can just pass 200. I guess 200 is much enough to display this. Yeah, so this is like men's shirt and men's t-shirt. We are going to just pass the spacing and all. So for that I'm going to just write margin as insert dot only from the right position. Let's pass 20.0. So that will be the enough space. Okay, so you can see that how we can simply display all the products from a product collection. You can see that it's t-shirt, good t-shirt, image, the name, the price and all. It had been simply shown over here. So these are all the things that we can do, right? Now what I'm going to do is that when I tap to this, I'm going to move to the detail page, and in the detail page we are going to show all the things, right? So for the detail page, I'm going to move to the detail page.dart first, and I'm going to just write a string. Now it's very easy thing that we need to do, because in the detail page, let me move to the detail page so that I can show you this, or like what all things I'm telling over here, right? Now in the detail page, we need the image of this product. So I'm going to just first write a string over here. I'm going to just write a string. I'm going to just get the image first, then I need a name of that product, then I need to get a price as well, then I need to get a detail about that product, right? So these are the small things. Now I'm going to just write a detail page, and I'm going to call all the things one by one. So I need to first display the image, then I need to write this dot name. So I'm going to just write a name. We are going to write this dot detail. We are going to this dot price, I hope it's very clear. We are going to just pass a required function because we need this all the things when we are moving to this detail page. I hope it's very clear, right? Now once we do this, now let's move back, not over here, we are going to move back to the bottom nave, and in the bottom nave where we have passed the function, I'm going to wrap up this container with a gesture detector, and in the onTap method I'm going to navigate the user to the detail page. I'm going to write navigator dot push, and we are going to push the user to the detail page. So I'm going to write material page root, and I'm going to use push, not a push replacement, because I want that the user to move back to the home page once they move back to the detail page, because we have shown the back arrow in the detail page. So that's why I'm using a push, not a push replacement, because that's a big difference in a push and a push replacement. If you are using a push replacement, you can't navigate the user back to the page from where they have come, right? So that's a big difference if you are using a push and a push replacement. I've explained about all these things in the lessons. So I'm going to just write a context, and in the context I'm going to just pass like the thing is like a detail page. Okay, now I'm going to just pass an exact field name. As I've told you many times, that when you are writing a field name, make sure that you copy and paste the thing, because a single, like if you write a I over here small, that will throw the error. So make sure that when you are writing the field name, simply do a copy paste work rather than writing the thing, because it will just make a mistake. I'm 100% sure about that, right? Because a single capital letter, a small letter will simply create a problem, right? Now I'm going to just copy this field name, it's like a name, we'll paste it over here. We need a detail, so I'm write ds, I'm going to just write a detail, it's like copy this, we need to paste it over here. I'm going to just write the price as well, so write ds, I'm going to just copy this price, we are going to just paste it over here. Okay, something like this, it's done. Now let's click to this, and we land to the detail page. And as I've told you that the push function, now here you can see that this is the back arrow. Now when I click to this, we can see that we have successfully navigated back to the home page. So that's a use of an push when you are navigating the user to the different page, right? Now here I need to display all the things. So first what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to use image.network, because our image is in the form of what? Link. Yeah, so I'm going to just widget dot, and we are going to just get the image. So this is the image that we want, and I need to just pass the name as well. So I'm going to widget dot name, something like this. Then I need to display the price as well. So let's copy this, and in the price I'm going to just write widget dot price. Okay, so this is the thing. So you can see that we have passed $30. Then I need to display the thing as well, which is like, okay, so let's do one thing just to display the details. Let's first remove this text. We write widget dot detail. Okay, so this is the detail, good t-shirt, but it can be added more. I have just wrote a two text over here. So the user can simply select a size, like if they want to add a M size, they can do that. Now let's add a quantity thing, because we haven't done that till now. So I'm going to just write int quantity. So let's write int quantity. We are going to just keep a default quantity, which is 1, because user need to at least order one product, they can't order 0 product. So we need to keep a default value 1, and we are going to just pass the another integer, which is like a total price. Okay, we are going to just keep this 0, and in the init state I'm going to just store a total price, because as I've told you that you need to order a minimum product of 1. So we are going to keep the total price, which is a value of a single product, right? So I'm going to just pass total price is equals to int dot okay, we can just use parse widget dot price. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do, which is like a total price. Okay, so once we do this thing, now make sure that when you're passing the value of that product, you don't pass in double. If you are passing the value in double, then it will simply throw the error over here. So make sure that if you're passing the value in double, you can change the int to double. It's up to your choice. I'm keeping that as an integer just for now, because I haven't passed anything in the form of double. So if you want to pass the value in double, like 20.0 or 20.5 cents, you can do that. It's up to your choice, right? Now, but make sure that you change the int to double. So that's the thing, right? Now once we do all these things, now here I want that when I click to this button or the icon, I want that quantity should be increased and the total price value should also be increased, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move over here, and here I'm going to just wrap up this container with a gesture detector. and in the on tap method, what I'm going to do is that we are going to just write quantity is equals to quantity plus 1, something like this. We'll use a set state, and we are also going to increase the total price value. So I'll write total price plus, so this is the thing, like once like $200 is the thing, like $200 plus we are going to add the price again. This is like in dot parse, we are going to just write widget dot price. I hope it's very clear, right? It's very easy. Now once we do this, now let's display the quantity first. So let's write quantity dot to string, and we are also going to show the total price as well. So let's pass plus total price dot to string. Okay, it's very clear. Now it's $0, but we'll change that. We'll hot restart this. We'll click to this. You can see that now the total price is 30 and it's 30. Now we'll click to this, and you can see that in the real time it simply increased the total price according to the quantity we increase over here. So you can see that it's working brilliantly and as we need it. Now let's move, and we are going to just decrease down the quantity. So I'm going to pass a gesture detector, and in the on tap method, now here is the thing, that if you are thinking that I'll just copy this thing and we are going to just change the plus to minus and the thing will work, then you are wrong, because it will simply throw the error. Let me show you the what really the error you are going to face. Like once I click to this, you will say that Shivam, it's working brilliantly. Then why you are telling that the error is there? So let's move, and we'll move to like here. You can see that now once I move to 0, the total price has been set to 0. Now I'll click to this, it simply go from -1, -2, -3. So that doesn't make a sense if you are just decreasing the quantity from 1, because as I've told you that the minimum quantity that a user can order will be 1. They can't order -1 or -3 products, right? So for that, just to maintain these things, I'm going to just tell that quantity value should be greater than 1. If it is 1, then only we are going to execute this function. Otherwise, we are not going to execute this function. Now let's test it back again. Okay, so now we'll increase this. Now we'll decrease this. Okay, now when I'll move to 1 and now I'll press to this, you can see that it's not going to move from 0 to -1, because we have just passed this condition, and in this condition we need to at least order a product which will be 1, right? So that's the execution that very necessary, because if you don't pass this, it will go from -1, -2, -3. So that will doesn't make a sense, right? So this is how we have done all the things, and we have simply displayed the products, and we have just shown in the detail page. Now let's move, and we are going to create the wallet page. And now I'm going to create the wallet page for this clothing app. So in the wallet page, here I need to first show the page name, which is like a wallet, and then I need to just display all the amount and all, and we are going to show all the transaction in the wallet page, right? So first I'm going to just write a text widget. So I need to write a body, column, children, then I need to write a text widget. In the text widget, I just need to write a text which is like a wallet, right? I need to pass a style, an app widget class, and we need to pass like dot bold text style, and we'll pass 22.0, something like this. Now here it is the text, but I need that at the complete center, so I just need to wrap up with a center widget, and we need to just pass the spacing. That is the spacing from the top, we'll just use 30.0. I guess that will be much enough to display this, right? So this is the thing. No, we can't see that, so let's pass 50, or we can just pass 80 as well. 80 will be too much. Let's pass 60, and we'll increase the font size. Let's pass up to 28. Okay, so this is the thing that we have written, which is like a wallet page, is a wallet page. Now we are going to display the container over here, and in the container I'm going to show the icon, and then I need to show that how much wallet amount that the user has, right? So for that I need to move to the and I've shown you the website through which I get awesome icons that I usually use in my app. So the icons that I'm going to use from here, I will just search wallet over here, and in the wallet I'm going to just search the wallet icon. So I think so we can use this icon, and you can just download it from here. It's totally free to download all the icons from this. You already know that, and we just need to paste it something over here, but we can paste at our images folder. Okay, something like this. So this is the image. I'm going to just rename this with just a wallet.png. Okay, so this is the thing. Now here what I'm going to do is that in the wallet page, let's first create a container as I've told you. So I'm going to just write a container. In the container I just need to write decoration, a box decoration, color. Now in the color I'm going to use a custom color code. So the custom color code that I'm going to use will be this color. So let's copy this color from here I need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now here I just need to pass a width. In the width I'm going to use a media query. Now you know the clear reason why I used to pass a media query in the width rather than a fixed width to the container, right? So I just need to write media query dot of context dot size dot width. Then I need to just pass a child row children. I'm going to just pass the image dot asset. I'm going to just pass our images folder name and the image file name. It's like wallet.png. Okay, so this is the thing, but the image is too big, so I need to just pass the height and width up to 50. We'll just pass 50 and we'll use a feed box fit.cover. Okay, so this is the simple things that we usually do, right? Now I just need to pass like 90 and 90. Okay, so this is the thing, right? Now this is the image you can see. I need to just pass the spacing from the top, so I'm going to just write a size box height 30.0. I guess that will be much enough. That's too much. Let's pass this. We can just write margin as insert dot only. From the left, wait a second, from the left we can just pass like 30.0. From the right we can just pass like 30.0. Okay, this is the thing. Now let's pass padding and all. So write padding as insert all, we can just pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the container that we have simply displayed over here, where we can see the wallet amount. I'm going to just pass the border radius. So let's write border radius dot circular will just pass up to 20. Okay, now here I'm going to just wrap up with a material widget so that I can give the elevation to this container. So write 2.0. I guess that will be much enough, and I'm going to wrap up this again with a container. We are going to cut this margin from here. We need to paste it over here. I need a border radius as well, so let's copy this border radius from here and we need to just paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing. We'll just increase the elevation to 5, and here now here as I told you that we need to just show the wallet amount. So for that I'm going to just write a column widget. Inside a row widget I'm going to write a column widget. Children need to write a text widget. We just need to write your wallet. Okay, your wallet. Okay, then I need to use a style widget, not a style widget, a styling. We'll write app widget class dot white text style. We'll write 18.0. Okay, so this is the thing. We can increase the font size to 22, and we'll pass the size box, that will be the width. We'll just pass like 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I just need to display the amount that the wallet has. So let's pass up to 50. That will be much enough width. And then I need to just pass the text. In the text I'm going to again use the color, and I'm going to just show the amount. So let's first pass a random amount like $100 over here, and we can just pass a styling by using an app widget class dot. We can use not a green text style. I don't think the green will look good over here. Yeah, we can't see that actually. So we'll just pass white. Okay, we need to pass some light color, so we will just use a white. If you want to pass some other color, you can do that. It's up to your choice. Like, so I need to just show the amount in much bigger font, and we'll just pass like up to 34, and we are going to just decrease it down to 18. Okay, so just to display something like this, I guess that's enough. We can just pass 80 or 70. Okay, that's enough to display this amount. So this is the amount that we have simply displayed over here. Now the wallet we have written, this is the thing that we have written. Now here what I'm going to do is that now I'm going to just show some of the containers, which is like if the user want to simply click to that buttons, by container I mean the button, and that button will be like up to $50, $100 or $200 they want to simply add on the app, so they can quickly click to that buttons and can add that amount quickly, right? So for that I'm going to just write a row. In the row I'm going to just pass a children. In the children I'm going to just pass like a text widget. So let's pass a container. In the container let's pass decoration, a box decoration, color. In the color I need to pass colors.black. I guess that will be much enough. And then I need to just write a child text widget. In the text widget I'm going to just first allow the user to add $100. So I'm going to just write $100, something like this. I need to just pass a styling, an app widget class, app widget class dot white text style. Let's pass like 20.0. Okay, so this is the amount. Now let's pass first padding and all. We'll write red only. From the left side we'll just pass like 20.0. From the top let's pass like 30.0. Okay, so this is the thing. We'll just pass a width up to 200. No, 200 will be too much. Let's pass up to 120, which is also too much. Let's pass up to 100. We are going to center this text with the help of center widget. We are going to just pass the height. Let's pass up to 40. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. I think so that's much enough. We are going to just pass border radius. In the border radius I'm going to just pass circular, which is like 20. Okay, 20 will be too much. Let's pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the amount that we have shown for the first container. I'm going to wrap up with a material widget just to provide the elevation, which will be like 2.0, and we are going to copy this border radius from here. We need to just paste it something over here. So these are all the things that we have done just to display the amount in $100. Let's copy this, and we need to just paste it over here. Let's display the $200. Then I need to just paste it over here. Sorry, let's copy this. We need to paste it over here. Let's pass like up to $300. So this is the thing that we have done. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just pass a, rather than passing a size box over here just to give a space between this container, I just make the thing really easy by just writing main axis alignment dot space evenly, or space between as well, I think so, or evenly was much better, I guess. Main axis alignment dot space evenly. Okay, so this is much better to display like this. Okay, I hope it's very clear. We can just pass from right position as well. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is how we have simply shown some of the containers if the user want to directly add some amount, right? Now for example, if they want to add some random amount like up to $80, $20, $10, so we need to also create a button for that, right? Because that's also very necessary. So I'm going to just write a container. In the container I'm going to just pass a width will be like just 200. I'm going to just pass a child text widget. In the text widget I'm going to just pass the text. It's like add money. Okay, add money. We are going to just pass a styling, an app widget class dot, we are going to just pass white text style 20.0. okay, so you can't see the thing because we haven't passed the color and all. So let's pass box decoration color. We are going to just pass colors dot black. I guess that will be much enough to display this respective container, and we are going to just center this with help of center widget. We'll just pass the height up to 50. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm going to just pass the size box height 20.0. okay, so this is the thing. We can just pass up to 40 as well. Okay, add money. We are going to just pass the border radius. Let's pass the border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 20. Okay, so this is the button that we have created just to add the random money that the user wants. Now how we are going to do that? So as I've like if you have followed the pharmacy app, then you know that we have just shown the dialog box where the user can simply write a money they want to add in the text field, and through that they can add the money. So it's the same thing that we are going to do over here. You have an idea like how to create a dialog box and all, right? So let's copy this border radius from here and we'll just paste it something over here. Okay, so these are the easy peasy things, right? Now once we do all these things, now we are going to just show the some circular structure over here where we are going to display all the transactions that the user have done, right? So let's pass container. In the container I'm going to use a width. We'll use a media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, then let's pass like what we can do is that I'm thinking that we pass some brown color over here. It will look good, right? Or we can pass this color as well. I think so this will also look much better, right? So let's use this color. So let's move to the home and let's copy this color code because I don't remember that exact color code. So let's copy this color code and we are going to just paste it something over here. So I'm going to just write decoration, a box decoration color. I'm going to just paste this color. Okay, so it's very clear. Now it's over here, but you can't see the thing because we haven't passed in the container. Let's pass column children and we are going to just write a text widget. In the text widget I'm going to just write your transactions. Basically I'm going to show all the transactions that the user have done, like if they like credited any of the amount to their wallet, if they have debited the amount, or like if they have bought something, the amount will be simply deducted from their wallet. So we are going to deduct that amount from the wallet. So that are all the things that we are going to manage, right? So I'm going to just pass style an app widget class dot, and we'll use like I need that on a different color. Let's see if we can pass black over here, how the black will look over here. Okay, so let's pass 22.0. Here it is. I think so that's look really good, right? So let's pass the size box. In the size box, that will be the space from the top. We'll write 30.0. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm going to wrap up this container with an expanded widget. Now you know the use of an expanded widget. So expanded widget, flexible widget, I think so media query. So these are the terms, like some type of widgets and functions that will help us to develop an app which will be a responsive app, right? So expanded widget, and by using a flexible widget, these are all the widgets. I've explained about this all the things I think in the lesson 1 or lesson 2, where I've taught about all the things in much more detail just to give a clear idea like how your app will be really responsive, right? So I'm going to just pass the size box, so that will the space from the top. We'll just write 30.0. Okay, so this is the thing. If you are thinking that the font size is too less, you can increase it to 26. It's up to your choice. and we need to just pass the border radius. So I'm going to just pass border radius dot only. From the top left, I'm going to just write radius dot circular, we'll just write 30. From the top right, we'll just write radius dot circular, which is 30. Okay, so this is the thing, or we can just pass 40 and 40 as well. I guess that will be much enough. Okay, so this is the thing. We are going to display all the transactions right now. So as I've told you that in the transaction, I'm going to show that how much amount has been credited to the user account. So that's the thing. And if you want to display the date all as well, like at which date the amount has been credited or debited, just to know that the exact date where at which date the amount has been credited or debited. We haven't added a date, I think so, in the pharmacy app, but this on this series or on this wallet app, we are going to do something different so that you can get an idea like how we can create a complex wallet app also, right? So I'm going to just write a container. In the container, let's pass decoration, box decoration. I think so we can use a color. So what color we can use? So I'm thinking that what if we use this color? Okay, I'm using this color, but you have any better idea, you can go with your way as well. Yeah, it's up to your choice. So now I'm going to just find some of the icons that I can use just to show the credited and debited amount. So let's move to the on this website and let's just write credited and let's see if we have anything, right? So credited, okay, I think so we can use this as well. Okay, this is much better, I guess. We can use this just to it shows that debited card, but we'll just change it to credit amount. So write credited. Okay, we'll just paste this in our images folder where we want to use. Then I think so we need a second thing, which just to display the debited amount. So debited depth, not a depth. I think this is much better, right? It simply shows that the amount has been debited, right? Okay, we'll rename this, we'll keep it debited, we'll just paste it over here. Okay, it's correct, right? Now let's display the thing. So let's first show the amount. We'll write image.asset, images folder name, and the image file name, which is like in credited.png. Okay, now let's pass the height and width. Let's pass up to 40. We'll just pass the width up to 40. We'll use a fit box fit.cover. Okay, so this is the easy peasy thing that we need to do. So this is the image you can see. But if you are thinking that you can just wrap up this with a container and all, it will look good, so you can do that. Let's see how better we can do. It's that I haven't thought anything about a design. If you're thinking that I have a design in my mind, I didn't have any design in my mind. I'm just going with a flow, like how or what are colors I can add. So that's totally that I'm thinking the design right now and developing the app. I doesn't have any Figma file, I doesn't have any ongoing design. So that's the thing, right? So if you are thinking that the colors are to some time or there is some mismatch, you can do that. It's up to your choice, right? So let's pass the height and width up to 60 and 60. So this is the thing. We'll just pass padding agentsset.all. We'll pass up to 10. Now here I just need to pass margin agentsset.only. From the left, let's pass 30.0. From the right, let's pass 30.0. Okay, we have passed over here, we don't need this over here, we need to paste it over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, just to display this, we just need to pass the size box. So let's copy this, we need to paste it over here. Okay, we can just pass padding. Let's pass padding agentsset.all. Let's pass up to 10. Okay, so this is the thing you can see. We'll just decrease down the height and width up to 40 and 40 just to show the credited amount. And here I'm going to just do one thing. Let's see what if we provide a complete circular border radius over here. So let border radius dot circular will just pass up to 60, so that it will be a complete circle. I think so that's look much better, right? So now I'm going to just pass the border radius here as well. So that border radius dot circular will just pass up to 20. Okay, so this is the thing, just to show the amount. But as I've told you that we are going to show that how much amount has been credited to the user's wallet. So what I'm going to do is that what we can do, we are going to show that a date and the amount that has been credited, right, as I've explained you. But what I'm going to do is that let's pass a column widget. In the column widget, we'll just write children. We need to write a text widget. In the text widget, I just need to display that how much amount has been credited, right? So we'll just pass $. We can just pass a style and our widget class dot white text style, that will be much enough just to display this. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's pass 22. This is the amount. Let's do one thing. What we can do, we can use a text widget again. Now, as I told you that we need to display the date, right? So for example, I'm just displaying the date something like this. Okay, 25. Okay, we are going to just pass the style and app widget class dot white text style 20.0. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. Okay, I think so the font is too much. Let's decrease it down to 18. If you are thinking that let's won't pass a complete white, so we can just use some other color. I think already about that. Let's pass colors.white, and we are going to use a different shade of a white color, so that will look much better over here, I guess. Yeah, so this is the thing, and we'll just pass the font weight, which will be like font weight dot bold, and we need to just pass a font size which will be like up to 18.0. I guess that will be much enough just to display this date. Okay, or if you are thinking that we can just write in a much cooler way, so this is how we can simply display a date. And as I've told you that if we need to display like whether the amount has been credited or not, so for that I just need to write a container. In the decoration, I'm going to just write a box decoration, and then I need to, as I've told you that I need to display that whether the amount has been credited or not, just to make clear that the user can know about all these things, right? So let's pass the colors.white, and we are going to just pass a child text widget, and I'll just show the credited amount in green color, because if it add green, that will be look much better, because credited amount looks really good in green rather than debited. We are going to show the debited amount in red, right? So that will be much clear. So style, text style, we just pass the color, which is like colors.green, and then I need to just pass like a font family. We can use a font family which is like, what font family I've used, like Roboto. Yeah, so we can use Roboto. So we can use Roboto. Okay, so this is the amount, not amount, the display. You can see we can just pass the font size. Let's pass 18.0, and we can just pass padding edge inset dot all. Let's pass up to 5. Okay, so this is the thing that we can do. I think so that look much better. We just pass the border radius. We'll write border radius dot circular. We'll just pass up to 20. Okay, don't read it too much. Let's pass up to 8. Okay, so this is the amount has been credited, just to display this. So here I'm going to use a main access element dot space between, just to provide a maximum space and all. Okay, so this look much better, I guess it is. What if I use this color? So let's copy this color, we will paste it over here. Let's see how it will look. No, it doesn't look good, so let's pass add white only. Okay, space between. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have done, just to show that this amount has been credited. So let's copy this complete container and all. Let's copy this complete container and all. We just need to paste it over here, and we'll just change the credited to debited. Okay, so we'll just change the color to red. Okay, just to display something like this. Yeah, now I just need to change this as well to debited. Okay, so this is how we have display the amount at which date they have just debited this amount and all. If you are thinking that the font size is too much for this date, we can just decrease it down to 16, and I think so that look much better, right? So let's pause, or we can just change this as well to 16. Okay, because font is too much, let's start to 16. I think so that's much okay. We'll just change this to 16 as well. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so this is how you can simply display all the transaction that the user have done. Okay, so our wallet page is done. We have wrote a complete UI for our wallet page, and I think so it's look really great. Let me know how it looks in the comment box. Okay, and as I've told you that the source code is totally free for the members of this channel, so that's a privilege that you will get from my side. So that is a privilege, and that's awesome privilege, because as you know that if you want to get a source code, you need to pay, but you are the member, so already we have uploaded in the source code in our Telegram group. If you haven't joined the Telegram group, you will find the link in the comment box. You can simply get to that link, and through that link you can just join the Telegram group and can get a source code. We have already uploaded a source code for pharmacy app and wallpaper app. You can find that as well. can download them and can learn the Flutter much more better way, right? So these are all the things we have done, right? We have created the wallet page. Now what I'm thinking that let's add a backend to this wallet page, and we are going to use a payment gateway. Now the payment gateway that I'm going to use will be like an Razorpay. Now I know that someone who is watching this video from outside India, they will say that Razorpay is not available in outside India. So I'm going to use a two payment gateway, which is like a Stripe and a Razorpay. I'll show you both the process, like how you are going to integrate a Stripe and how you are going to integrate a Razorpay. I've shown you same in the pharmacy app as well. If you are thinking that this is the first time I'm doing this, no, I've shown this pharmacy app as well, where I've taught you how you can integrate a Stripe. If you want to integrate a Stripe, I will just tell you that you can watch a pharmacy app. I've told you the complete process of how you can integrate a Stripe, and you can directly use that. So that's a way you can use a Stripe. But for the Razorpay, I'm going to use a Razorpay right now. So let me use that Razorpay, right? As I've told you that we are going to use the Razorpay payment gateway, so let me explain you that the thing like how you can simply integrate the Razorpay. But if you want to use a Stripe, as you are not using this app from India, like if you're not developing this app from the India, then I think so the Razorpay you can't integrate. But if you want to use some other payment gateway like Stripe and all, as I've told you that many times, like I've integrated Stripe many times in my channel. And if you want to simply learn more about a Stripe, I will tell you that the pharmacy app that we covered in our previous lesson, you can follow the Stripe like pharmacy app, where I've simply taught you how you can simply integrate the Stripe in your Flutter app. Yeah, so I've told you about both the thing for the Android and iOS device, like how you can integrate a Stripe. So that's the thing that we have covered over there. Now here, as I've told you that I will tell you that how you can integrate a Razorpay. So these are all the executions that we need to write for a Razorpay. You can see over here. So these are all the code that you can, as I've told that this code is totally free for the members of this channel. You can find the code in the Telegram group. We have already uploaded the code. Now this is the code that you can see. Now once we wrote all this code, now here you can see that this is a Razorpay official website, and at this website you can see a lot many companies like Indian companies have been simply using a Razorpay, like Book My Show, Go, Nika and all, right? So these are all the websites, that famous website that or companies that use a Razorpay, and Razorpay is one of the best payment gateway if you want to integrate in India, right? So these are all the things. Now once you simply log in and once you simply create an account in the Razorpay, you will find a key and you can use that key over here. So this is the key, how you can simply place the key, and once you get a key you can just manage that, right? Now here, this is all the code that we have written for our Razorpay, and make sure that you call this package like Razorpay Flutter just to use a Razorpay in your app. Otherwise you can't use a Razorpay. So make it clear that when you want to use a Razorpay, use this package, right? Now once we do all these things, now let's move back to the wallet page. And once the payment is successful, so we'll move to the Firebase first, and I'm going to show you that what all execution that I'm thinking to do that right now, right? So here we'll move to the Firebase, and in the Firebase to database, you can see that there is a users collection. And in the users collection, what I'm going to do, so for example, if the user wants to add this $100 to their wallet, right? So we need to show that how much wallet amount we have, and we need to just update this wallet amount once the user add the money to their wallet, right? So these are the things that we need to do on the real time. So we need to just update this wallet field that you can simply see over here, right? Now to execute this, what I'm going to do, I'm planning to do like here in the sign up page, you can see that we have saved the wallet amount, right? So we have a wallet amount. Now we have stored that locally, so that's why I've used a shared preference. Now I'm going to show you that how you can simply grab or call a data from a shared preference and how you can use them, right? So I'll just move to the wallet page, and in the wallet page I'm going to first write a string, and in the string I'm going to just write a wallet. In the wallet, what I'm going to do is that we'll just first pass a null check, and we are going to, as I've told you, that we are going to grab the amount for that wallet that we have saved in a shared preference, and we are going to store that in a wallet string. I hope it's clear. So I'll just write get on the load. So this is a normal function, and we just need to write async, and we just need to write wallet is equals to await, and we need to write get the shared preference helper dot get user wallet, and once we get a wallet amount, we'll just pass a set state, something like this. Now we need to just call our get on the load function, something like this, so that we can simply get the amount first, and once we get an amount, then we can handle all the other things for the resort pay, right? Now once we get an amount, we just need to show the amount, which is like $0 for now. So we are going to update that. So let's first pass like up the wallet amount. We'll write wallet, something like this. Okay, so I'm going to just refresh this page, or we'll hot restart the app, and you can see that now the amount is 0, right? Now what I'm going to do is here, so as soon as the user click to this $100 container or the button, they can simply add this $100. So once the payment has been successful, I'm going to simply like update this wallet field, like what amount we have, like what amount already there. Like for example, if the amount is like $100 and we add $100, so we need to show a $200 in our wallet, right? So we need to get that how much amount is already stored in our wallet field and how much amount that the user want to add. So we need to add both the things, and we need to show the final amount that the user have in their wallet. I hope it's very clear, right? So for that, I'm going to just do one thing. First, let's do one thing. I'm going to create a map. Now you will see that Shivam, why we are getting this map. So as I've told you that we are going to show all the transactions in the user's profile. So just to show all the transaction, we need to create a map, and we are going to show all the things. So I'm going to just write that payment info map. So this is just a map name. Okay. Now in this payment info map, you can see that we need to just pass like how much amount that the user have like credited and all. Yeah, so for that I'm going to just pass one thing, like here let's do one thing. We can do one thing. Okay, we can write text editing controller, and we can just write amount controller is equals to new text editing controller. I will tell you that why I have wrote this all the things. So I'm going to just write text editing controller, something like this. Okay, just to manage the text. I hope you know the text editing controller now. So I'm going to just pass the amount, like how much amount that the user have pay. So I'm going to just pass the amount, and we just need to write amount controller dot text, something like this. Now once they pay, so that's amount they have credited. So I'm going to just pass like status. Okay, we can just write status, and we can just pass credited. Okay, something like this. I hope it's clear. Now amount, status, then we need to show the date. So here you can see the date has been written like in 12 May 2025. So we need to show the date, a month, and the year. Now to use this, I am going to use the package name, which is like an INTL package, because without the INTL package I can't show the date on this format, right? So I'm going to move to the Pub.dev, because we need to move to the Pub.dev, and here in the Pub.dev I'm going to just get the package name, which is like an INTL, and we are going to click this. We are going to move to the version installing, and we are going to copy this respective INTL package from here, and we need to just paste it in the perspec.ml file. So here it is, right? So this is the package that we have simply pasted over here. Now we'll move to the wallet.dart page. Now here what I'm going to do, I need to just show this date on this format, right? So here I'm going to paste one thing, like here just below this I'm going to paste something like this, and we are going to call the INTL package. So this is the format that we can simply pass, like if we want to show a date, then a month, then a year. So that will help us to show that execution. Right now I can use the formatted date over here that we have written, but the thing is that if you wrote a string over here, you can't use this outside this function. So let's paste it over here. Let's do one thing, let's pass a null check, then move back over here. We need to write a formatted date. Okay, it's done. Now here I'm going to just pass the formatted date. So where, okay, yeah, so I just need to write a date, and I need to write a formatted date, something like this. Formatted date, yeah, something like this. So this is the thing that we can do. It's already in the form of string, so don't need to pass two string, something like this. Yeah, so these are the transaction, but we haven't wrote any function just to add this transaction to our transaction collection. So here we'll move to the Firebase, and in the Firebase you can see that this is the users collection, and in the users collection I will move to the users collection, his specific doc ID, and once we move to his specific doc ID, here I'm going to create a collection. Now in this collection I'm going to show all the transactions, so I'm going to write a transaction collection, and in the transaction collection I'm going to show all the transactions. As I've told you that we need to move to the users collection first, then his specific doc ID, because every user have a specific ID, so we need to show all the transaction to that specific ID or specific user that the user have done, right? So that's a common sense, right? So I'm going to just move to the specific doc ID, then move to the transaction collection, then we need to add that document. I hope it's very clear, right? Now to handle this case, what I'm going to do is that here, as I've told you that we are going to just do that, so let's copy this function. We need to paste it over here. We need to write add, not products, we just need to write add transactions, right? So that's a simple function name that we can pass. Add transactions. We need to just pass our info like map name, which is like a transaction info map. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now I need to pass a string ID. I've told you why we need a ID, because as I've told you that we need to pass the unique ID so that we can add the document to the transaction collection, right? So here I'm going to move to the users collection dot doc, and in the doc I'm going to just write an ID dot collection. In the collection I'm going to just pass a collection name, which is like a transaction dot add. You'll use a add method rather than a set method, because you don't need to pass a specific ID. I want that the ID to be provided from by the Firebase side. So that's a very easy thing, right? Now let's call this. So first let's do one thing. I will just switch to the wallet page, and in the wallet page I'm going to move over here, and first I'm going to just write an await. Okay, so I have written a sync. So await, we just need to pass database methods, which are a class name dot add transaction. We need to pass a map name, is like a payment info map. Spelling is wrong, sorry for that. So payment info map, we can just pass like payment info map. And here I need to get an ID. We haven't called ID till now, so let's get an ID as well. So I'm going to just get an ID. We'll write ID is equals to await shared preference helper. I need to get a specific ID dot get user ID. Now you can see that how the shared preference is making our work very easy, because you can see that while storing this all the data locally, we can use that by using a single line. Now if you want to grab all the things again from the Firebase, you need to write a lots of code and lots of function. So that's why I prefer to store all these small things locally, so that we can use them again and again in the app, right? That will not make your code very clear, and we need to not write too many code just to get the small things, right? So these are all the things that we can do. So now once we have added the amount and the transaction in our transaction collection, now we need to just update the wallet field, because that's also very important. So I'm going to move to the database.dart file, and I'm going to just copy this function. We need to paste it over here. We just need to write update wallet, and then I don't need any map, so I'm going to just remove this map. I need to move to his specific doc ID, which is users doc ID. I need to get an amount, so something like this. Now once we move to the users collection, his specific doc ID, and then I need to just use an update function rather than collection and all, right? So I'm going to just remove this, and we are going to just write dot update. Sorry, we need to write doc ID dot update. In the update I need to pass a field name. Now make sure that when you're writing the field name, it should be exact. Any mismatch will simply create a problem, right? So I just need to pass an updated amount, something like this. I hope it's very clear, right? Now here what I'm going to do, as I've told you that we need to add a two amount, like how much amount does the user have in their wallet and how much amount does the user want to add. So we need to show the total sum of these two things together in the user's wallet, right? So what I'm going to do is that here I just need to write an int. In the int, we'll just need to pass an updated amount, okay, is equals to, I'm going to just parse out. So I'm going to write int dot parse. We need to just pass the wallet amount that the user have right now, plus, and I'm going to just pass like int dot parse, and we need to just pass like amount controller dot text. I hope it's very clear, right? Now once we do this, now here once we get an updated amount, we are going to just update that. So I'm going to write database methods dot update wallet. In the wallet we are going to store the ID, so I'm going to call the ID, and we are going to just pass the updated amount dot to string, because it is in the form of integer, right? Now we need to also store that locally, so we can update that thing quickly. So I'm going to just write shared preference helper dot get user wallet, and in the user wallet I'm going to just pass dot save user wallet. We need to save the user updated wallet, and we need to just pass an updated amount dot to string, because that is in the form of integer. I hope it's very clear, right? Now once we do all these things, now once we have saved the user wallet, we have updated the user wallet. Now what I'm thinking that we just need to refresh this so that we can store that as well. So I'm going to just pass one more thing, which is like await, and we are going to just write get on the load function. Okay, so we are going to just quickly refresh this, right? I hope it's very clear, right? Okay, it's done, right? So now let's see how the payment function is working. So I'm going to just call this open checkout. So let's do one thing, let's wrap up this material with gesture detector, and in the on tap method let's call our function name is like an open checkout, and here I just need to first write amount controller.text, okay, is equals to, and we are going to just pass like 100, which is like $100, and then I need to just pass amount controller.text. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Now we'll just hot restart the app and let's see how the thing is working. Okay, now you can see that once I switch to the wallet page, it shows some red color screen. You can see that, so it just shows up to like 1 second, but the thing is that we are facing that because it is taking some time to grab this wallet and ID, and that's why it's simply throwing that error. So we need to just do one thing, like until we move to the wallet page, I don't want that screen to be appeared. So I'm going to do one thing, like here, if the wallet page is equals to, not wallet page, if wallet is equals to null, like we haven't got gotten data from the shared preference and it is null, then we are going to just show the circular progress indicator, right? So it's very simple, and I'm going to just center this with the help of center widget. Now I think so we won't face that error. So we'll move over here, we'll click to this, and you can see that the red screen has been disappeared, right? So this is the thing that we can do, right? Now we'll click to this and let's see. Okay, we are facing some error. Okay, the error is very simple one, like missing plugin error, because you know that we have just added all the things like reserve pay and all package just right now. So the hot restart and hot reload not going to work over here. You need to close this complete app and rerun the complete app again. So let me do that and we'll get back in few seconds. Yeah, close the app. Now I'm going to show you that how the reserve pay is working. So I'm going to click to this and we'll just wait. Okay, yeah, so it's here. Now you can see that reserve pay payment gateway is on action, and you can see that it has a many things, like you can pay through the UPI, through the card, net banking, wallet, pay later, etc, etc. So in the UPI, I'm going to just write a random UPI over here, and we are going to just click on continue button, and it's loading. Okay, it's written open your Google app, confirming payment. Okay, yeah, so payment has been successful. You will be redirected in 3 2 1. Yeah, so here it is, and payment has been successful, and you can see that now the amount has been simply changed from $0 to $100. And we'll move over here, and you can see that the amount also updated over here. The wallet field has been changed to $100. So I'm going to just refresh this page so that I can see the transaction collection that I was talking about, right? So here you can see that this is a transaction collection, and in the transaction collection you can see that this is the transaction, that the amount $100, date, you can see that this is the current date, and a status like redated, right? So this is the thing, and you can see that it is working very brilliantly. Now here what I'm going to do is that first let's show all the transactions over here, then we'll do the add money thing, right? Because I want that when I click to this add money button, the dialog box will be simply appear over there, so that the user can simply pay for any or add any type of amount they want, right? So let's do for the transaction thing, right? So we'll move to the database.dart file, and we need to read all the collection, like all the documents from our transaction collection, and we need to show in the transaction section, right? So we need to copy this function, we need to paste it over here, we need to write get all transaction. Okay, get all transaction, we need to get or pass a unique ID of an user, so I need to write a string ID. We need to write a users collection. In the users collection I'm going to just write doc ID, and in the ID I'm going to just write dot collection again. In the collection I'm going to just pass a transaction collection. Okay, something like this. I hope it's very clear, right? So these are all the things that we need to do. Now once we do all these things, now here let's move back to the home page, and in the home page I'm going to move over here. Let's copy this thing because we need this. So I'm going to just copy this. Why to write the thing again and again? So let's copy this. I'm going to directly paste in our wallet page. But before that, let's create a stream. So in the stream, I'm going to just write a stream, which will be like wallet stream. Okay. Or you can pass transaction stream also. It's up to your choice. I'm going to just call this. So I'm going to just write wallet stream is equals to await. I'm going to pass our database methods with our class name dot get. We'll write all transaction. Okay. So here I need to pass the unique ID, right? So it says that we need to pass a unique ID. So let's pass the ID, something like this. I hope it's very clear, right? So we have just passed a wallet stream. Now once we do all these things, now here I'm going to just paste this. So I'm going to paste this function. We are going to just write all transactions, which are function name. All transaction. We need to pass a transaction stream. I think so that was wallet stream. We just need to paste this. And once we do all these things, now let's do one thing. Let's copy this complete container from here. We need to cut this and we need to just paste it something over where in the gesture detector. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now once we do all these things, now here, okay, so this is for the amount has been debited, right? So if ds status is equals to status is equals to credited. So I'm going to just copy this. So if it is credited, make sure that you copy and paste the same thing. So if it is credited, then we are going to show the credited thing, right? Because the images and all are totally different. So I'm going to just cut this container from here. Okay, so this is the container, I guess. Yeah, so we need to cut it this from here. We need to paste it something over here. Okay, so if it is credited, we need to display this and we need to show the amount. So I'm going to just write plus ds, then the amount. So let's copy this amount. We need to paste it over here. Then we need to show the date. So I'm going to just write ds. We need to write a date. So let's copy this date. We need to paste it over here. So this is the date. We need to do here as well. So write plus ds. We need to show the amount. Let's copy the amount, paste it over here to show the date. So let ds. We need to write a date. Okay. So this is the thing that we need to do. I hope it's very clear, right? Now we need to call our all transactions over here. So let's call the all transactions over here. So we'll simply hot restart the app and let's see. Okay, we haven't got any data. It says that yeah, so our all transaction is a list view. So you know that if you are passing the list to something like this, that not going to work. You need to just wrap up with an expanded widget. Let's see if it were going to work with an expanded widget or not. So I have to press this. Okay, so that's a small problem, like I need to pass vertical rather than horizontal, right? So this is the thing you can see over here. Thing from here. Okay, we need to paste it over here. Now it's okay, right? So it's done. Yeah, you can see that this is the field that or the text or the document that we can simply display over here, which is like amount, date, and the amount has been credited, right? Now this is the thing that we have done. We can just do one thing. Let's pass the margin from bottom as well, so that all the things won't get stuck to the each other. So I'm going to just pass bottom 20.0. Okay, now we are going to just create a dialog box. Through that dialog box, the user can simply add any type of money and they can simply pay. So we are going to do that in our wallet page, right? Code that we have just written just to show an alert dialog box. See, this is the same code that we have used in our pharmacy app. So this is the dialog box. You can see that we have just called our alert dialog widget just to show the shape and all, just to show the text, content, padding, decoration and all, action button, right? So these are the easy things that we have done, and the user can simply pay, or like they can just enter the amount. Like if they want to add $50, they can click to this pay, and again resort pay will be on action. Yeah, and they can just enter the UPI ID, which will be a random UPI ID. Now click on continue button. So it's going to take some time. It's loading, confirming payment. Okay, payment has been successful. You will be redirected in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so here you can see that the wallet amount has been simply been added to $150. It was $100 before, and $150 we have added, and you can see that $50 has been added to this date, and we have also added $100. So you can see that all the executions are working brilliantly and as we have expected. Now what we are going to do is that let's copy this thing from here. We need to just pass on each of the containers or the buttons that we have created, right? And in the on tap method I'm going to just paste this, and we are going to change the 100 to 200. Let's wait. Yeah, gesture detector in the on tap method. We'll just paste this and we'll just change to 300. Yeah, it's done. So we have done a complete thing for our wallet page. Now let's move back. We haven't done anything for the order page. Don't worry, we are going to do all the things. Now we are going to like when the user will click to this, and if they select a quantity, like they select a quantity and they want to simply place an order, we are going to deduct that amount from a user's wallet, right? So we are going to execute around this all the things that we need, right? Let's move, and as I've told you that we'll move to the detail page. And for example, if the user want to buy that t-shirt, right? So this is the t-shirt, for example, user need to buy. They'll just select a quantity, and according to the quantity they will simply place the order. Now here what I'm going to do, as I've told you that the money will be simply deducted from their wallet that they have, like if they want to simply place an order, so that money will be simply deducted from their wallet. So what I'm going to do is that here we are going to move to the users collection, and we are going to deduct that amount from the wallet field, and we are going to show that this order or this product has been simply ordered by this respective user, right? So this is the thing that we need to do. So what I'm going to do, as I've told you that we are going to deduct this money, $150 from here, so like how much order that the user have placed. So what I'm going to do is that we are going to just move to the database or dart file, and now I'm going to just update that wallet field. So that's already updated over here, like already we have wrote the update wallet function. So let's move, and here we just need to move to the place order, and we are going to just wrap up with a gesture detector. And in the on tap method, what I'm going to do is that first I need to get that how much amount that we have in our wallet, right? So I'm going to just write a string. In the string I'm going to just write a wallet, and once we pass this, now here I'm going to just write the function name. It's like get the shared pref. So this is just a function name, and we need to just get this on that async wallet is equals to await. We just need to get that. So I'll write shared preference helper dot get user wallet, and we need to get the wallet amount that the user have, right? And we are going to use the get the shared pref function over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do, and once we get that wallet amount, then we need to simply direct that. So first what I'm going to do is that in this I'll just pass int. In the int I'll just pass like updated amount is equals to, we just need to write int dot parse because that is in the form of string. So I just need to write wallet amount or wallet minus the amount that I need to deduct. So the amount will be like over here, which is like a total price. Okay, something like this. I will just use int dot parse. I guess we need to, right? Okay, it's already in the int, so I don't need this. Okay, so this is a thing that we need to do. Okay, so once we do this thing, now once we get an updated amount, we need to update that. So I'm going to just write async. We need to call our database method. So I'm going to need to write database methods dot update wallet, and we need to pass the user specific ID. So I need to get the ID as well. So let's get the user ID. So I'm going to just write ID, and we need to write ID is equals to await shared preference helper dot get user ID. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now once we get an ID, we just need to pass the ID over here. We need to pass the updated amount. We need to pass in dot toString because it is in the form of integer, something like this. I hope it's very clear, right? And now once the amount has been simply deducted from here, and we have placed an order. Now to show the order has been placed, we are going to move to the user specific document, and now I'm going to create one collection which is like an orders collection. And in this orders collection, I'm going to show all the orders that the user have placed, right? So what I'm going to do is that here in the database or dart file, I'm going to move, and we are going to copy this function. We need to paste it over here, which is like add orders. Okay, we just need to write add orders. We just need to pass an order info map, which is our map name. Which is like need to write order info map. Okay, now once we do this, now here we just need to move to a specific ID, and we need to create a new collection which will be like orders collection, and we need to just pass a map name which is like an order info map. It's very easy, right? So this is the thing that we need to do. Now we'll move back to the detail page, and here I just need to write await database methods dot add orders. We need to pass a map name. We haven't created a map, so we just need to create a map first. Okay, so I need to write a map. We need to write a string dynamic. We need to write add order, which is our map name. Then I need to just pass a product name. So I'm going to just write a name, and we just need to write widget dot name, how much quantity of a product that they have ordered. So I just need to write quantity. We need to write quantity dot to string, something like this. Now the third thing that we need a total price as well. So I need to write total price, that how much amount that the user have paid. So I'm going to write total price dot to string. Okay, now this is the thing that we need to do, and I need to get the image as well. So I need to write image, and we need to get the image. Okay, widget dot image, yeah, something like this. Okay, so these are all the 4 fields that we need just to display the thing, and I think so it's much enough. Now we just need to pass like a map name. It's like an add order, the specific ID, and this is how we can simply place an order, and we are going to create an orders collection, and we are going to display all the orders or the documents in our orders collection. It's very easy, right? Now we'll just move to the sign up page, and we need to show the green light once the order have been placed successfully, right? So let's copy this complete snack bar from here. We'll move over here. We need to paste it something over here. Now here I just need to show that the text which is like an order placed successfully, order placed successfully. Okay, so this is the green light that I need to show once the order has been placed successfully. Now if we face an error, so there is a thing that I'm going to tell you, that we are going to create an if else case. Now for example, if I simply order the quantity of this like up to 8 and the total price is $240, now the amount that I have in my wallet is like $150. Now I can't simply place an order because we have less money, like we have a less money in our wallet compared to the order or the total price that we need to pay. So what I'm going to do is that we are going to just pass an if condition, and in the if condition I'm going to first check that if the amount or the price that I need to pay should be less than the wallet amount that we have, right? So once it is true, then we are going to allow the user to place an order for that product, because it doesn't make any sense if you simply drag the product. You don't want to show the wallet amount in minus. Okay, so that's why I'm going to just pass like if, and we are going to execute that as I've told you that the wallet amount. So I'm going to just pass if in.parse wallet amount should be greater than, I think so it's greater than, yeah, should be greater than the in.parse, or let's write total price directly. Okay, once this statement is true, then we are going to execute this complete thing. Okay, and once it is not, then we are going to use an else case, and in the else case I'm going to show the red light, and we are going to tell that the add money to your wallet, right? So we are going to show the snack bar in a red color, and we are going to pass the text which is like add money to your wallet. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now let me show that how the things is working. So I'll simply hot restart the app. We'll click to this, and I'll just place an order up to 270, though we have already 150 in our wallet, and I'll click to this place order button. You can see that simply shows that add money to your wallet, just to indicate that the user doesn't have the enough money in their wallet to place an order for this respective product. Now I'm going to just decrease the quantity of this product. We'll keep it 90, which is less than 150. Now I'll click to this place order button, and yeah, you can see that order has been placed successfully, and the wallet amount has been simply decreased from 60, like 150 to 60, because we have placed an order for a $90, right? So these are all the things that you can see. Now I'm going to just refresh this page, and I'm going to show the orders collection. I've showed you that how the wallet is going to update, but let me show you that orders collection as well, where the user can see all the orders. You can see that this is the order collection that has been created. Okay, and this is the document ID. You can see that we have just placed an order for men's t-shirt. The quantity is 3, total price is 90, and this is the image link that we have, and we have just show this all the things, right? Now once we do this, and you can see that wallet amount haven't been updated, because the thing is that we are showing the data from a shared preference. We haven't updated the amount till now in our shared preference. So that's a thing that I need to show you all, that make sure that you update a data in the shared preference, otherwise it will simply throw the error. So I just need to pass await shared preference helper dot save. I'm going to save user wallet. In the user wallet, I'm going to just pass an updated amount that will be in the form of string. Okay, so this is the important line that we need to pass. We need to update the user wallet that have been stored locally. I hope it's very clear, right? Now once we do this, now here you can see that this is the transaction section. Now if the any of the amount has been debited from our like wallet, like we have placed an order for the respective product, we need to show the debited section as well, because it hasn't seen over here. So what I'm going to do, let's create one more thing for our debited section, right? So here I'm going to create one more map. So let's do one thing, we'll move to over in the wallet or dart page, and here wait a second. Okay, so let's copy this complete thing, our date and all, we all need this. And now I'm going to just copy this, and we are going to just paste it in our detail page, because as I've told you that we need to show the amount that will be credited, right? And we need to show the amount which will be like a total price dot to string, and we need to just pass credited to debited, it's like double T, right? And we need to pass and date as well. So we need to just copy the date function from our wallet page. So we'll move over here, and okay, so where we have passed a date, let me see. Okay, it's over here. So let's copy this. We need to paste it something over here. We can paste it over here. We need to call date format. We need to copy this respective string, and we can use this outside as well. So we are going to just paste this. I think so it's much ready, and we need to call a function because the data won't get uploaded then. So I need to pass database methods dot add transaction. In the transaction we need a what thing, we need a okay map name and its user's ID. Okay, so we need to write payment info map, and we need to just pass a user specific ID. So this is how we can just show the transaction as well. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. Now we'll move to the orders page, and in the order page I'm going to show all the orders that the user have placed, right? So let's do one thing, we'll move to the order page, and here I just need to first write an scaffold. In the scaffold I need to just write a body, container, child, and a column, children. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now here I need to just pass the headline of this page is like an orders. So I'll move over here. In the order page I need to just write a text widget. In the text widget I just need to pass the headline which is like an orders, and we need to pass style app widget class dot bold text will pass like 24.0. So this is the text, but we need that at the complete center. So I just need to center this. We need to pass margin, which is like edge insert dot only. From the top we'll just pass like 50.0, or we can just pass 60 as well. We'll increase the font size up to 30. That will be much enough. Okay, so orders. Now I'm going to just display all the orders first. So I'm going to first create a container, then we are going to show that by using a stream builder. You know the use of stream builder now. So let's pass box decoration color. You just need to keep the color, I guess we can pass the different colors. So let's colors dot gray, not a gray but a different shade of a gray color, but I'll show you what we are going to use. So I'll just write child row children. We just need to write image dot asset, images folder name, and the image that I need to use. So which is like which image I need to use, like dress, not dress, men's shirt dot png, right? So let's move over here. We just need to write men's shirt dot png. Okay, select men's shirt. Okay, just maintain the height, let's pass up to 100. will pass width up to 100. We can use a fit box fit.cover. Okay, but we need a different shade of a gray color, so let's pass something like this. I guess that's much enough. Yeah, that's much enough. I just need to pass a size box height 20.0. That will be enough just to display the height. I just need to pass margin as insert dot only. From the left, let's pass 30.0. From the right, 30.0. Okay. Now this is the thing you can see. We'll increase the height of this image. So we'll just pass 120 and 120. And we need to pass the border radius and all. So let's move here. We need to write border radius dot only. From the top left, I just need to pass radius dot circular, which is like 30. From the bottom left, we just need to write radius dot circular, which is like 30. Okay, we just need to wrap up this with a clip React widget, because as I've explained you many times that if you are passing the image widget, make sure that if you want to pass the border radius to that image widget, you need to use a clip React widget, because it's not going to work in that container, right? So we need to pass that individually. So let's copy this border radius from here and we need to use that again. So let's copy this border radius from here. We need to paste it something over here. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. We need to pass some bracket. Okay, so this is the thing. I guess 30 is much enough. If you are thinking that 30 is too much, so let's pass 20. Okay, 20 is much okay, right? So we can just change that here as well. Yeah, so this is the thing. Now we just need to pass the product name. So let's do one thing. Let's pass like a child, a column widget. We'll just use a column widget. Children, we need to use a text widget. In the text widget, I just need to write men's shirt. We can pass a styling, an app widget class dot bold text style 22.0. Okay, men's shirt. We'll use the size box so that there will be much space. We'll use size box with 20.0. Okay, men's shirt. Need to use another text widget. In the text widget, I need to just pass a text which is like a quantity. So to show the quantity, you just need to wrap up with a row widget. Let's pass icons dot quantity. Okay, this is the icon that we have, but I don't know how it will look. Let's copy this color first. Let's do one thing. We'll move back to the home page and over here, let's copy this color code. We need to paste it something over here. So this is the color that we can paste. We can pass the quantity up to 3. We'll use the styling and app widget class dot bold text style. Let's pass like 20.0. Just to display the quantity, we'll use the size box with 10.0. I guess that will be much enough just to display this. We'll use the cross in our column widget so that all the things will be aligned to the left side, something like this. Okay, so this is the thing, like their quantity. Okay, I guess that's look much cool, right? Just pass like 1 to 5. Okay, so men's shirt quantity. Then let's copy this row widget from here. Just need to show the amount. So I need to write monetized on. Okay, total price, price. We need to show the amount in dollars. We'll write $100. We'll decrease down the font size to 18. Okay, I guess that's look much cool, right? So let's use the size box, height 5.0. That will be the space. Let's copy this. We need to paste it here as well. Let's paste it over here as well. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done just to show the name, the quantity and the price. Okay, so if you want to show like a date and all, the time at which time that user have placed an order, you can do that. It's up to your choice, right? So now once we have just displayed this, Now we are going to show that by using a stream builder. So we'll move to the database dot file, and I'm going to copy this respective function and write get all orders. So we are going to get all orders. We need to pass a user specific ID, and we need to just change the collection name to orders. Okay, it's very correct, right? So we'll move back to the home page, and in the home page we'll move over here. Let's copy this complete thing from here, a function. We need to paste it something over here, and we need to just write a stream, and we need to pass an order stream. Okay, and we need to pass the function as well. This is like get on the load. Okay, we can just write a sync order stream is equals to await database methods dot get all orders. We need to pass a user specific ID as well, so that we need to write string ID, and we need to first pass this ID is equals to await shared preference helper dot get user ID. Okay, we need to get the ID first, then we need to use a set state. Okay, so this is the perfect one. We just need to write init state. In the init state I'm going to just try to get on the load. Okay, we need to call our order stream. We need to pass, let's call this as well. Okay, let's copy this complete thing that we have wrote just for the UI. So I need to cut it this from here. We need to paste it completely over here. Okay, so this is the thing. I guess that's much enough. We'll just remove this gesture detector because we don't need to do any execution. Okay, it's much correct. Let's pass this. Yeah, now to show the image we'll use the network. We need to pass an exact field name. As I've told you many times that make sure that you copy the field name exactly and use a copy paste work rather than writing a field name, because it will just create a problem to write a field name. So do a copy and paste work, that is much better. So let's plus ds and display the quantity, so like this. Okay, then I need to show the total price plus ds total price. Okay, something like this. I need to just call our all products. So let hot restart the app. We'll move over here. We can't see this because as I've told you that we need to wrap up with the expanded widget if we have used a list view, right? Otherwise it's not going to work. Expanded widget. Let's hot restart this back again. We'll move over here. Okay, now we can see this, but I think so scroll direction is horizontal, so I'll remove this. Okay, now it's perfect, and we can simply display this respective document over here. You can see that it's like mint t-shirt, order quantity 3 and total price is 90, right? So this is how you can simply show all the orders, and we can just pass the margin from bottom as well, so that if there will be another order to be displayed over here, we can successfully show that, right? Now we have just created a wallet page and our order page, and I think so we have done almost the thing for this app. But we have, like for example, if the user select to a respective category, we haven't allowed the user to move to the category page from where they can see all the items or in clothing related to that respective category. So I'm going to just do that. So we'll move to the pages folder, and we are going to create a new file name. It's like in category.dart. Okay, category dot, we're gonna write category product.dart. Okay, so that's much perfect. Okay, we can just import the package by using material.dart. We can just use a stateful widget, and it's like a category product. Okay, you can use the scaffold widget again, body container child and column children. Okay, I'll use the app bar over here, so that will be much perfect. So I'll iterate an app bar. We'll pass a leading. If you want to show some icons at the starting of an app bar, you can use a leading. If you want to show the text at the center of the app bar, you can use a title. If you want to show some button at the right side of an app bar, you can use an action. So these are the three things that necessarily we use in our app bar, which is like an leading to show the icons from the left side. If you want to show the text at the center, we'll use the title, and if you want to show some icons at the right side, you can use an action, right? So these are the three things that the app bar has. So I need to show the back arrow from the left side, so I'm going to use a leading, and in the leading I need to just write icons, which is like an icons dot, I'm going to write arrow back. Okay, now I need to show the title, so I'm going to write title text in the text I need to just show the category that the user have selected. So I just need to write a string and we need to first get the category that the user have selected, right? I just need to call category product and we need to write this dot category. We need to call this, will pass required function, and then I need to just write widget dot category, and then I need to pass on styling an app widget class dot, we need to write bold text style, let's pass 22.0. I hope it's very clear, it's very easy, right? So here what I'm going to do is that we are going to display all the products related to the category that the user has selected. I hope it's very clear, right? So what I'm going to do is that we'll move back to the home page, and in the home page, wait a second, just wrote the code that we are going to get the user current location. So this is the code that you can see where I'm going to just get the user current location by using a geolocation as I've explained you. So we are going to just get the user address. So I'm going to get, you can see that over here. Let me show you, like over where, okay. So this is the necessary permissions that we have just passed. So we are going to just check that if the location service has been enabled or disabled, right? So first I'm going to just check that if the service has been enabled or not. So we are going to check that by using a geolocator dot is service enabled. So by using this we are going to first check that, and if it is not enabled then we are going to pass a necessary permission, and in the permission we are going to just ask from the user to give an permission to get a current location of that app that the user is using, right? So once we get that location, we are going to get the user's address, which is like his place name and a country. Now you can see that I've added all the things and I've just passed a location over here. Now you will say that Shivam, are you sitting on US? Because it simply shows the current location US. No, I'm not at US, I'm from India. But as you are using the emulator, so in the emulator it's going to show the location of an United States. But if you run this app on a real device, it's going to show you the location of from which country you are, right? So in the emulator it's going to show like a United States. So don't worry that why it's showing the wrong location. It's not showing a wrong location, it's showing the correct location, but you are using emulator, that's why it's going to show that location over here, right? Now once we store that address, now we just need to pass that address over here, and in the address we are going to just mention the thing, right? Now in the category, when we click to the t-shirt, you can see that this is the category that we have added. It's going to show all the specific product that related to that respective category. Now here you can see that in the database dart file I have written this function name, which is like an get category product. So we are going to move to the product collection. In the product collection we are going to match a category, and once we match a category, like what respective category that the user have selected from on home page, like t-shirt, pant, dress, jacket, then we are going to show the respective product according to the category that the user have selected. I hope it's very clear, it's like very easy to understand. Now this is the profile page that we have created. In the profile page we have shown the user image, we are going to show the name, his email, we are going to create a logout button, a delete account button, or the dart file where I've just wrote all the necessary functions so that the user can simply sign out, they can delete the account. So these are the normal things. This is the simple profile page that I've created over here. I think so if you have watched the complete series of this clothing app, then now you get to know about how you can simply code or can create an UI. So I don't think so like showing each and everything again and again will make a valid point. So I'm going to just suggest you that please try from your way also to code and to create this profile page. If you face a problem, as I've told you, that code is totally free for all the members, but if you are like not a member of this channel, you can simply click to that link and get a source code, right? So these are the things. Now once we do this thing, now here we'll move back to the home page, and in the home page you can see that this is a search bar. Now in the search bar I'm going to just search like a men shirt over here. I'm going to just write MEN, and you can see that it's going to display all the respective product that start with men, or the letter that we are going to enter this text field. If you have followed the pharmacy app, that the last series that I have uploaded on this series, like Flutter code series, then you know that in that series I have explained you how we are going to use the search bar and all. So that's the same search bar we have used over here itself. So here you can see that in the add product page we have added a two thing, which is like an updated name and all. So let me show you. Yeah, so this is an updated name, a search key. In the search key we are going to just pass the first letter of that respective product, which is like M, and then the updated name that will be in uppercase. So these are the normal things that we have simply done in the pharmacy app. Now click to this, and this is where we land to the home page, and this is the complete clothing app that we have developed from the scratch. If you have any questions, as I told you that the comment box is totally for you. You can write a questions. I will try to get back and give you a reply when I can. And then a source code is totally free for the members, and if you want to get a source code, that will be a small contribution from your side to this channel, right? Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.